Laredo, take us out.
Take her out.
All right. Blast off. Take flight each and every Friday night. Join the fun and let's go off-world. Geek out. With us live where the nerdiness will thrive. Buckle up and let's go off-world. Toys, comics, pop culture news, movies and so much more. Matthew, Jesse, Curtis, and Sean are your guides on this fun-filled tour. Blast off! Take flight each and every Friday night. Join the fun and let's go off-world. Let's go off-world. Let's go off-world. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go off-world tonight.
Wait a minute. He's here.
Hey, it's me. The real.
You showed up on time for a show, so let the people know what they got to look forward to.
Time to kick the tires and light the fires, because we're going off-world. Hell,
Damn right we are. How you doing, Joe?
pretty good, man. Pretty good. It was a holiday weekend. The bosses left work early, so Joe G was out of there on time, ready to go off-world. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's I didn't want to be on the road all day today, so I ended up leaving last night. And I was in the car for about 9 hours, but I made it home around 2 a.m. So got a little bit of sleep, got some editing and stuff done today, and then got a little tiny nap, a little like 30-minute power nap before the show. So I'm feeling pretty on right now. Yeah,
good.
Yeah, power nap. At this age, like, yeah, it's like
they're almost a requirement.
Yeah,
I fought it as long as I could. Like, naps are for kids. I'm not taking naps. Sometimes your ass just won't go. You got to nap that sucker down, recharge them batteries.
Absolutely. Well, we got some other folks here with us. So first, we're gonna bring on the star of the show because this is the all-new Off-World with 100% more rage, and so we'll bring on the guy that brings most of the recon, all of the rage, and that is Blake, aka Recon Rage. Blake, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. It's Friday. Another week. It sounds like we all had a fun week. Not. So I'm glad that we're all here, ready to just be geeks and talk toys and hang out with each other. So,
absolutely.
Cheers from my Frosty Skull decaf ice coffee.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's definitely a nice mug, that's for sure.
Oh, I love this thing. Yeah, it's my Necronominus mug.
That's pretty neat.
I think if I switched to decaf, I'd go into a coma.
Yeah.
I need that cap.
I hear you. When I go out with friends or something, try to get decaf, they don't say anything, but they just kind of give me that look like,
yeah,
like I'm an alien.
Right.
like you may as well have shown up wearing a dress or something,
Yeah,
yeah, they would have been like, you choose whatever you want, but just not for me, it's just
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like one of our lightning round questions will be 2 different things we talked about earlier. We're going to redo that one, see what happens.
Yeah, we got to see what everybody else does on that one. Absolutely. All right. Well, next let's bring this guy to the stage, and he's, I would say, quite awesome. Let's bring in Oz. What's up, sir?
How's everybody doing tonight? It is good to see you, gentlemen. I gotta
Yeah.
tell you,
Good to see you too.
I ain't mad, Blake. Just a little disappointed. Decaf. I'm gonna sip
There it
my
is.
fully caffeinated beverage.
Blake's healthy. Blake is healthy. He doesn't need the caffeine. I need the caffeine.
I did see Blake eating some ice cream earlier. Just when,
And you're going to see it again.
There you go.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Everything in moderation, man. I mean,
There
not
you go.
crack or anything, no crack or anything like that, but everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, go crazy on the crack. That dude don't have to moderate.
Yeah,
Everything
don't
else.
moderate that at all. Just
Yeah.
jump right into the opioid.
I mean,
That's
when
what
we were
saying.
when we were eating kids, we were eating crack left and right, pixie sticks with sugar in it. I mean, we were so cracked out as kids, and no one ever complained about it. You know, your mom would say like, "Don't drink so much sugar; you're gonna be like rot your teeth out," or "Don't cross your eyes; they'll stick that way." All these wonderful things they used to say.
Yeah. Well, if you got too hyper, you just were told to go outside.
Yep.
Yeah,
They didn't pump you through Ritalin. They didn't give you Ritalin or anything else. They just said, "Go outside, go do something."
Go outside. Burn some energy.
300 more grams of sugar and go outside. That was it.
That's it.
It cured and solved everything. Absolutely.
So I'm not sure if you guys saw this on Shooting the Shelf not too long ago. You know how sometimes like when you're younger, like you say certain things and it's totally acceptable, and then later on in life, like that thing becomes no longer acceptable. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I do know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Sometimes you don't even have to be young, just like 10 years pass.
Yeah. So and at the risk of saying something inappropriate, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now so that I can make you guys aware, because I wasn't aware that apparently the word spaz is like a bad word now. Like that is like taboo.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Spaz is not like
Didn't know that.
PC anymore.
Well, guess what? That word's staying in my vocabulary. They've already taken enough of my words away.
Because what you were just describing, like if you get a sugar high and you were acting like I would have my parents, grandparents, whoever would say, "Stop being a spaz," right? Well, apparently, that's no bueno anymore.
How is that a bad word? It's a root word of spasm, which means a muscular twitch, like you're overreacting. Like I don't even understand.
It's like a short form of spastic, which I guess is like it's like you're. I guess it's like you're making, for somebody that has like, let's say, attention deficit disorder or something, like you're kind of putting a name to it. And I don't know. I don't get it, but I just know that I was told that by Bill Dorkelaar and Jesse. So,
well, it's kind of interesting if you think about it. You went with nerd when we were younger. Nerd and geek was bad. Like you didn't want to be called that, and now being called a nerd and geek's cool.
Yeah,
so that kind of went the other way.
Yeah, what's your nerdum, right? Like my nerddom and your nerddom might be different things, but we're both, yeah. Now that's okay. I don't know.
My friends and I used to call each other spastic, like the whole word.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I was just making sure you guys were aware, because I wasn't aware that was now,
No,
not
I wasn't.
So
the recon in me says yes. The rage says I don't fucking give a shit.
All right. There you go.
I think I'm fired up tonight. I think it's going to be one of those nights.
I did do a cool thing this week, though.
You what?
Right? I did do a cool thing this week.
Oh, yeah?
So you guys, those of you who watch Clubhouse may have remembered, like several weeks ago, actually like over a month ago, I discovered after getting fully monetized that several of my older videos were not eligible for monetization. And I figured out what it was that was holding that back. So I had to go back and edit like almost 100 videos from my old intros. And then in some of them also had to remove the credits that I had made way back when for it. And, if you go back and you edit an already posted video, it has to process. And that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So for like a whole day, I basically just kind of let that go and, worked through it. And now finally, all of those videos are fine. And this little part of the monetization thing that I had not had access to because of that is now available.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll talk more about it tomorrow night when we do Clubhouse, but I just wanted to bring it up that I finally got off of my ass and edited a shit ton of videos.
I would say you probably did it while you were on your ass. I doubt that you were.
Oh, I definitely did it while I was on my ass, but I actually did it. So
gotcha.
I'm proud of myself. I did that.
Good job. Good job. We do have one more person to bring on stage. Before we do, another thing that I would just like to bitch about real quick, since we're talking about the monetization stuff, is like when you're doing toy hunt videos and you go into Walmart and they gotta blare the fucking music so loud that when we go to try to post it, it tries to say that you can't monetize it because it's like you're trying to make money off of whatever crappy artist it is that they were playing in the background. It's like, listen, if anybody's tuning in to one of my travel toy videos and they're doing it to listen to your shitty country music, like, you got bigger problems, man. Like, if that's where if you're like, man, I would just make it in this industry if it wasn't for this toy hunt guy playing my music and getting all my fans. Like, that's not
actually
it.
It's more like, how dare you get people to watch your travel toy videos by playing their song, Kurt?
That's what they're tuning in for. That's what all the people are tuning in for, is to see what music fucking Walmart was playing while I was in there, right? Like,
wait. Walmart's play music?
Yeah. Like super fucking loud.
And it
I've
comes
never
with a Walmart
none of
radio.
the Walmarts that I have been to in Nevada, which is only like 5, granted, it's not the whole bunch, but none of them play music.
Every one of the ones that I go to has it, and it's always like a shitty song too. That like you'll go to do it and say, this can't be monetized because whatever, and it's got some song that you're like, I've never heard of that song before in my life. And then you have the options of trying to either cut out that piece of the video or share the monetization of your video with that artist, or they do this thing where they try to eliminate the music from the background but keep your words, but sometimes it cuts your words out. It's a whole thing. And
that was weird because I was just going to tell you the
considered printing out the artist's face and wearing it as a mask, like a paper mask. Like
you staple it
and just be like, I'm him.
Staple it on.
Yeah.
You didn't know I collected toys?
All right. Well, we got one more person backstage, and this guy. I've seen a lot of raves about something that he's bringing to Legion's Con. A lot of people are pretty excited about it, and that is Dusty Standiford from Dang Studio. What's up,
Look
Dusty?
at this guy.
What up, Dusty?
What up, fellas?
Legion's taking off, man.
How's it going?
It's going excellent. How you doing?
Doing great. Looking forward to hanging out with some buddies tonight.
Oh yeah. Who are you gonna be hanging out with? Us. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
That works.
I thought you had
a guy tries to be nice, and it just.
I'm surprised, Dusty. You're usually quicker than that. You're like, yeah, Hurley, can we get the show over so I can go hang out with my buddies? I was waiting for you to say something like that.
Right.
We got a lot of folks in the chat, so let me try to get through this.
Nice.
We got Cron 316 is here. Says let's blast off. Thank goodness it's Friday. Absolutely. Freaks Figures is here. We got MJ Staten, Nebula's Nexus.
Wow. Hey.
Toy Butter is here.
Nice.
We have Oz. He's in the chat. He's on the screen. He's pulling double duty.
Duty.
Oh, damn it. I missed a full frontal purple. Shit. Okay. I'll have to go back and see. Tell me who it was, who they have on. We got I Am here. Everything else is silent. Freaks Figures. I still haven't seen K-Pop Demon Hunter. Am I missing out or lucky? You're missing out. It's fucking awesome, man. It's fantastic. Probably one of the best movies to come out this year, if not the best movie. It's damn sure better than a lot of ones that hit the theater. That's for sure. JMax77 is here. We got my good old friend KB Toys in the house.
Ooh, nice.
Jesse Marshall. We got James Studio Mudio. And then we've got, for his first time ever OffWorld live stream live, we got L Tidy, Brett Stoddard himself.
Yeah.
Welcome, Brett.
This decaf is for you, Brett.
I talked to Brett earlier this week. Sounds like they had a really fun D&D campaign. If you haven't checked it out yet, over on the Nat 20 Facebook group that Patrick Boyle started, they kind of shared some pictures and stuff. Looks like those guys are having a blast.
Wow.
Goodness.
What the heck was that?
I don't know. Justin just rubbed sandpaper all over his microphone or something.
I was like,
yeah. Let's see. We got Mike V. That's me here. Got a new logo, pins, stickers. Man, looking great. We got Guaisagway here. Says hello. With a lot of O's there. I would even say he's got a plethora of O's.
Ooh, I love that word, plethora.
Yeah.
Do you even know what that means?
Yeah. Do you know what a plethora is, Blake?
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
I would hate for somebody to tell me that I have a plethora of something, and for that person not to know what a plethora is.
Plethora's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. We've got my son Ty here. Ice says, "Let's go off-road tonight." Yes, absolutely. We got Darla Ackerman here. I know her.
Hey.
Then we've got Eduardo de Jesus.
It's
One
nice.
more time.
Eduardo de Jesus.
All right,
It's
I'll find
nice.
one.
We got Motu Guru here. We got Stacy Lynn in the house.
What up there, my sis?
I can't remember if she was going to be on Mod Squad tomorrow or not. She usually is, but sometimes she's got some stuff going on. So check it out anyway. Mod Squad is awesome Saturday mornings. We got Kevin Hamilton here. Scrolling. We got Jen, a.k.a. Lucky Sprinkles, here in the house. Kicking the tires, lighting the fires.
Lucky again.
Yep. Eduardo de Jesus says, Joe, light that shit up.
It's nice.
Tires.
That's nice.
Jesse says, power naps. Next thing you know, you'll be eating pudding and watching Matlock. You know what? I don't see anything wrong with that whole list you got there. So I'm
Sounds
okay
good to me.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe-
okay with pudding. Matlock is pretty awesome. So,
Maybe
Yeah.
a little Beretta with his cockatoo and watch that show. I love Beretta.
Jen says adult naps are glorious. Absolutely. One of the best things in life. Nolan is here. What's up, Nolan?
Hey, happy
Morales.
birthday.
PM.
Who, Nolan? It's his birthday?
Yeah. Not
Nice.
today. That was yesterday, but I wanted to shout it out to him.
Well, happy
Happy
belated birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nolan.
G says crack is not good in moderation. You got to go all in. So
I agree with you,
All
G.
in.
You need a plethora.
I didn't mean
of
that way.
crap.
I thought that was abstination. Yeah, like
yeah.
There's no money in moderation.
Ed says spaz for life. So I guess he's pro spaz. So I don't know.
yeah.
Let's see. Kevin says no one is offended. It's idiot people that want to control things and get offended on behalf of others. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't
PC police are out of hand these days. Yeah, might be. I was surprised by it. Trevor says I haven't heard the word spaz since the 80s. Trevor, by the way, was in his 80s during the 80s. So Dave's Dimension is here. Says no music in Walmarts in New York. So here you go. If you're gonna do some travel
I
tour
wonder
stuff
if it
in
just
Walmart, go to New
depends
York.
by state. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a Midwest thing. I tell you what, I did see kind of a spoiler alert for a travel toy video coming up, but I finally found one of those displays in Walmart that people have been talking about.
Wow.
Oh, no
Like
kidding. The
Hasbro
collector
Mattel one.
displays?
I found one in like all the places that I've gone to. So
I've been to
I've heard
five.
there's a lot of Walmarts where like the managers are saying like, we're not doing that. And they're just like, throwing like any of the extra like display stuff away, and then they're just putting the figures on the regular shelf in the main aisle. So
That's what they do in
Yeah.
a lot of them. Like,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I remember you used to have to like if your store didn't have those elements,
Mhm.
like you got marks off your store for that. But I guess that's just something they don't do. And part of that was because they used to have the reps come through.
Mhm.
Like there used to be Mattel reps and Hasbro
Well, yeah,
reps.
because typically those companies are like paying kickbacks to have that display put up,
Right.
right?
They rent that space
Right.
for their toys. or whatever their product is, because it goes beyond toys, right? And for them to not have it set up in their stores, that would actually really an echo. That's really weird.
Somebody's got an echo. Echo.
I'm
Dusty,
wearing
check your
headphones.
mic.
No, I think we're good now. I think we're good. It stopped.
Check. Okay.
Yeah, I think
But
we're
yeah,
good now.
yeah. If you didn't have those things like set as they were supposed to be, they could actually fine the stores because it would go against their agreements or whatever. But
Yeah.
I know they don't have those reps come out and view the stores anymore because they spent all that money on a robot, and the robot goes through and makes sure all the stores are merchandised right, but they got a person in front of it making sure that it can see everything, and then a person walking behind it making sure that it got everything. So now the job that used to pay one person to do, they have to pay two people plus all the R&D on the robots. Really, really smart financial or fiscal decision, Walmart. Glad to see you could do that.
Yeah, it's like when they don't have somebody run the register, but then they have like 5 people by the registers just staring at people, make sure they don't steal.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You could just have those 5 people running a register.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, but
Yeah.
you got like a dozen door greeters now checking everybody receipts as you walk out the door, and
Yeah. Let's see. We got Dave Organ says that their Walmarts play a lot of 80s hair metal. So
That's awesome. I like that.
Trevor says he got a copyright warning on the music in his quiz he did the other day. So
really,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
What music did you use?
I think that was the night I had to be up at like 2 a.m. No, I had to be up at 1:30 in the morning for work. So I went to bed like pretty much as their show was starting. So
it was like just quiz music, like generic quiz.
That's
apparently it was enough. Jen says one of the targets near me doesn't play music and the silence freaks me out. I'm scavenging in a zombie apocalypse. I don't really like, but you can, number one, you can play it at a reasonable volume. Like if Walmart played it at a reasonable volume, it wouldn't be a big deal because like as you're recording and stuff, it wouldn't pick up on it too much because you're talking, you're just noise around you and stuff, but they're just freaking blaring it. And the other thing is that you could just play music that doesn't have words to it, like you just like elevator type music or something.
Oh yeah, like Muzak back in the day. There was that Muzak station.
Or maybe like support some local fucking artist or something and play some of their music to where it's not like, copyright strikeable or whatever. It's just, I don't know, whatever. J-Max says, I feel like Walmart tries to make me as annoyed as possible while I try to shop there. Yeah.
I get annoyed every time I go buy one.
Yep. Williams here says, hi all. Hi. Let's see. TD3 Trooper here says, what's up, my dudes? Not much. G has a plethora. He definitely knows what a plethora is. We got Gina here. Says, hey guys. Hey Gina.
What up, Gina?
We've got my longtime friend Starscream in the house. Good buddies ever since I was a kid. Very close friends. I don't know. I'm a little bit behind in the comments, and I'm not sure what this was from.
Blake said cockatoo.
Oh.
Yeah. For Beretta, the show called Beretta, he has a cockatoo that's his partner, so that's why he was making a comment on.
He's got one or he's got two?
He's got a cockatoo. The name of the bird, it's a cockatoo, and he sits on his shoulder.
Gotcha.
Apparently, Nightcrawler has two. But
interesting. Let's see. Freaks Figure said, I just seen one yesterday as well. Thought it was the coolest thing ever. Walmart out in the middle of nowhere too. Yeah. So listen, it's a spoiler alert. Not for this next travel toy video, but the one after that where I find it. I'm like, I was A, shocked that they had it, and then B, shocked at how much good shit was on it. Like typically on a travel toy video, I am struggling. Like I'm trying to figure out what I can actually pick up that I'm going to, get any enjoyment out of. The one that I was at the other day, I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. Like the struggle was, how many of these do I pick up? Like it was a lot of cool stuff. So nice. I was pretty impressed.
That's a good problem to have.
I know, right? We got Terrence next toy here. What's up, Terrence?
Terrence.
Lone Wolf Labs here. If they put the display up, it gets a bonus. Some managers would rather put other things out and forego the bonus. I think there's something too where, like, if they can show that whoever paid for the spot, if they didn't supply enough product to maintain it, they can still take it down and receive the bonus, but they have to prove that they didn't have enough inventory to maintain it, you know? So there's like a whole thing there. I don't know. Walmarts are crazy inconsistent. Yes, for sure. For sure. Kevin says, I used to work at Walmart. My coworker, not joking, was a lesbian named Anita Mann. All right.
Good one, Kevin.
Let's see. Wholesome Warlock is here.
Yeah.
Terrence says, wait, the Christmas music is coming. I don't really care what they play as long as I don't have to try to edit. Like, editing a video for YouTube is already enough of a struggle as it is. Like, you're you know, like, just for one travel toy video, I may have 65 different recordings that I'm like crunching into one thing, and you got to trim some, you got to make some transitions in certain places. Like, there's a lot of shit to do on editing anyway. But then when you got somebody's shitty ass fucking music in the background and it's now causing you a problem on YouTube, and you got to go back and redo it after you've already edited the whole video, that just makes it even worse. So I don't care if it's Christmas music, I don't care if it's Christian music, I don't care if it's country music, I don't care if it's rap music, I don't care what kind of music it is. If it's going to cause me problems on YouTube, it sucks. So, yeah, Mariah Carey on the way. That's cool. Let's see. Wholesome Warlock says cosmic transmission. So, that was a long intro. Sorry. A lot of people here, but it is now time for what used to be our payload section segment of the show, but we don't have payload anymore. We instead have
Blake's Money Shot in space,
which is still relatively unique for Joe because he's been missing almost every week at the beginning of the show. I think he's avoiding Blake's Money Shot in space, but
it's disturbing.
I'm trying. Yeah.
but not this week. This week, Blake's Money Shot landed right on Joe
Right
in
my
space.
face. Damn it.
That's
All right.
not a good
Blake,
visual.
have at it.
Alrighty, so I'm going to start off. Dusty, you're going to love this part. We're starting off with
That's what I
some
like to hear.
Malakis, and I got the gold annual
Golden
edition.
Lagoon.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got this guy. Of course, they all light up.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now, what series is this?
This is a special edition for 25. They do a box set every year under the Galaxy edition. Look at that. Optimus.
That's pretty cool. Now, who the hell is that? I don't even recognize that.
Bumblebee.
Oh, okay.
Or not, that's not Bumblebee. That's yeah. And then there's
Curtis loves Bumblebee.
Cliff Jim
No,
Carrier.
it's my least favorite.
and of course one of your favorites came with this little.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I thought those were pretty cool. They come in the box set. Of course, you know I love building them, and I don't do the Galaxy series, but I do like these. I like them all in the gold. They light up, and on the camera here, I don't think it really does it justice of how cool they are, like in real life.
Is
And
it a pretty good looking metallic finish on those?
It's really good. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't seem to like get. Like I mean, they're like
that
gold
looks
bars.
pretty shiny even on camera.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna
It's a
have
good
to shoot at it. Damn it, Blake! You keep making me spend money.
You're welcome.
Yes. Sorry, I got to address this from J-Mac. From now on, if you have a bad toy haul, we're going to call it Shooting Blake's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, and moving into my next one, which I love this figure. I think McFarlane, you know, when he hits it good. And
That's what
this
she said.
guy,
That's what she
this
said.
guy hits it good. This Dude
I've
Slayer.
seen it at a couple places, and it looks phenomenal. I just don't know that I can do that price point for a property I don't know or care about.
Yeah, I was in on this one. I literally like it. I play the game. I've been a longtime Doom fan, and I think the deco, even the weathering that he's done on his he's done actually his weathering on this. I mean, it's absolutely really incredible.
Yeah.
It's actually like someone. It looks like this figure kind of reminds me like somebody did their own custom. It's
Yeah,
that good.
the soft goods are great. I love the shield. Like, yeah, it's a amazing figure. If that was like a Mythic Legion $37 price point instead of 50, I'd be all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends where you get it. It was like 50 all the way to 60. Depends on where you order it. Yeah, I got it for $49.99. I got lucky to get it on I think it was Amazon before it went out of stock. And then one of my many favorite artists in the community, I went ahead and did some supporting him on some head sculpts. And so shout out to Brian Ramos, HSE Shijiro Hiko. Uber talented guy. He's put out some really cool stuff. If you don't follow him on Instagram or you see him in the Cabal, you should. And then reach out and just look at his stuff. So the first one I got was a demon head sculpt.
Nice.
Did a really good job. Once again, the sheen, I just don't think that the shading and the bone work and everything he's done on this is coming through on this camera well. But he's doing an absolute really knock-on job. This will be going on a Monkey King with the armor. It looks excellent.
Nice choice.
So that will be another custom coming. This, of course, my economics. This guy is just, as soon as I saw this, I had to have it with my skellies. It's got the bandana. It's missing the tooth. Just a great sculpt across the board. Great paint work. This was a fun one that I did that I just gave him an idea. He said, "Hey, what should I do with this?" Because every once in a while he like asked me like, "Hey, I got this weird head sculpt. What should I do it?" So I put it on the graveyard skeleton. He's just it's got a paper. it's just twistedly like weird, but I love it.
Looks like the Halloween costumes I got when I was a kid.
Right. So Skelly didn't like it too much, but whatever. Me and Skelly spend a lot of time to do look at my Instagram on trips together. And then Chris Ferrone, he gave me I paid a visit. If you saw on my Instagram, I paid a visit out to his lair, his castle. He's got a really cool place, super talented guy, super awesome guy. Like he opened up his house, come on in, like showed me some paint tutorials, showed me a couple other things that he's working on. I got to see a lot of his customizing studio aspects and some of the things he does. He's got a lot of really cool tips and tricks. And I think Curtis will be able to talk about maybe that conversation later. Curtis will be having some conversation, but he painted this tusk body. Literally took him 30 minutes, and it's a new process. And tune into Curtis. Do you want to let everybody know about that coming up?
Nah.
Okay, sounds good. So don't tune in, Curtis. But you might see something about this artist a little bit in the near future. You never know.
Yeah, we're filming how they do that tomorrow, but it probably is not going to air for like 3 weeks because I've already got a couple in the can. So it looks like, yeah, it'll air on the 15th of September. So I don't want to get people's hopes up too early. A little delayed gratification there, but yes, information coming. So
got it. So some 3 more sculpts from Brian Ramos I'll display on this character. So Brian Ramos does a great job, and I collect all of his Space Marines.
Nice.
So he absolutely killed it. And once again, weathering, a lot of contour, different shades of green are there. If you're not seeing it on the camera, doesn't do it justice. Another Space Marine, a Doom. And this is why I wanted this, because I think I'm going to turn this into a Doom custom. So he did really awesome bang up job on that. And then the last head sculpt that I got from him was this one, which I think a lot of people might have seen this one and recognize it. It's the Predator version that he painted. He did such a good job on this.
Looks like the pilot.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So metallic sheen on there. I mean, it's really good. He did an excellent job on this all the way around. So once again, shout out to Brian Ramos. Appreciate you, brother. You're a talented artist. Keep up the good work. Then acquired this from somebody over the weekend, and this is my new Anubis and Bastet diorama piece for the display case. So I'm going to put the diorama pieces here in front, them hold it, them on each side, one coming down the stairs. I think this will really frame out that whole figure obscura release in the display case. So I think that's going to be really cool. And this one's hard. It's like polystone. This is kind of heavy. So this is going to have to go probably on a bottom shelf, especially in a case. This is not going on a glass shelf. Probably it's just too heavy. And then
I've seen that for sale somewhere.
It was on BBTS for $110.
Yeah, that's probably where it was.
So the company that makes those, everything sells out. I have some dioramas like you'll see on some of my pictures back where I did some skeletons and some other things with like Mortal Kombat, where they have the windows, the old Gothic windows and the stone, and they have those pieces too that came from that same company. So, and then moving right along, I've got one of my of my test shots.
Starscream says TB League. I'm guessing that's where that came from.
It could be TB League. TB League does do some things like that, so that's a pretty good guess. So here is my Borges test shot. Came with his black soft goods.
Good pick.
This one's really awesome. Waiting for that. He did come with all 3 heads.
I will say, as cool as that figure is, I think it's the one version 2 that doesn't surpass the version 1.
I think it holds up well. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I agree with you. I have both. I think I like this. I like both versions of the figure. I do like the color of the blood red deco on the first one a little bit better. But I like both of them. I just love.
They're both great. It's like if I think of all the version 2s, I'm like, if I could have a version 1 or version 2 of any of the ones that they've done, that's the one that I think I would stick with the version 1.
Fair enough. All righty, and I think the next one's my money shot. You want to roll the film?
Absolutely.
Blake's money shot in space.
So
there you go,
Trevor. It's part 2. You showed your castle or whatever. I'm going to show my castle.
Dun dun dun.
So there's my castle. And
strong tower.
Right. I'll be doing some little deco paint on that. And I got a backup one for the other side.
Nice. Can't have just one.
No, you got to have one on each side. And then I've got a special order in for a bridge to connect them.
Nice. We're going to play live action crossbows and catapults over at Blake's house.
No shit. And the great thing is this is done with filament. So the nice thing is it's light and very durable. So it's not like resin where it's going to break or be super heavy. So just thought this was fun. These are really neat. I was super excited about these and got some painting tips from that guy that, you're going to sometimes see on your show. And looking forward to it. And I'll be using some Curtis Ackerman awesome brushes to do it.
That guy's a hack.
Yeah, but you know what? I still give a shout out because he needs some love here and there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And that'll do it for me for the week.
All right. I did want to hit up some comments before we go to the next one. Trevor said that music was ELO, so he was offended by the fact that you're saying that it was not amazing music, Joe. This is where you could apologize to Trevor if you want.
I'm sorry it was ELO.
There you go.
Am I apologizing? I'm not even sure.
Eric says he'd take country and 80s music that Walmart plays any day over the complete garbage they pipe through Target. So, all right. K-Roll popped in. Hey, K-Roll.
K-Roll.
Then we had Jen says Blake's money shot have never disappointed.
Ooh.
And let me say one thing, Jen, and everybody on this. I know for a fact next week's money shot is going to blow all your minds away.
Wow.
I'm just telling you. If you think any of my money shots have been good, What comes next Friday, you ain't seen a money shot yet. Next Friday, it's legit. I am not pumping this out for a letdown. So we'll see you next Friday.
And then, Trevor, you were talking about McFarlane putting it in. He said Miss McFarlane agrees. So there you go.
That's dirt.
Yeah. Let's see. MJ's asking about some Ben Cooper D&D figures. We might try to bring that back up on the.
He sent me a link to those that Jeff had posted. They actually look pretty cool. One of them,
hey, it's not Event Horizon yet. Calm the fuck down, okay? I'll start it. We can come back to it. Chill out, Joe. I know you haven't been on in a while. You don't get to just make up your own rules and just talk about things whenever you want to.
This is OffWorld. I do what I want. And he has a D20 bucket for his candy. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike V says, I love that piece. I have the same one, works well. He's talking about that big Anubis and Bastet thing you were talking about. Let's see. Eric says, like the ship at the beginning of Spaceballs, how that tower just kept going and going. Yeah. Steph is alive, apparently. Welcome.
Hey.
Brian Lynn popped in, says, what's up, fellas? Jared says, Jen always satisfied. That's what she said. And Dub3 popped in here, says that he was late, but you can come in anytime. Dub, we like you.
Right.
All right.
Never got to pull out Dub.
To follow Blake, just because nobody really can, and I like to really punish somebody, and the best person to punish is Joe. Joe, you're up. Yeah,
I absolutely agree. So, whoops,
Joe actually has something.
I do.
Yeah.
Got
Nice,
myself
Joe. Right on.
Hell yeah. I ordered a 12th pack, so got them
Silver
in.
Knights.
Yeah.
So you drank the 12 pack and then opened nights? Is that what you're saying?
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
Joe, if
Got
you
that.
smelt those down, how much silver do you really get?
I'm not going to burn my nights. Come on. I love these dudes.
I didn't say
cool.
burn. I said smelt.
It's not Friday the 13th.
It's a fancy word for burn. But yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was what you say when something stinks, you smelt it. Is that not? No.
But then they dealt
No,
it. So I don't know.
dealt it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dealt it, smelt it. Yeah. So. But anyway,
it
super
comes from
happy with
horsemen,
these. These
so.
are cool. Playing with some of the faceplates already. Just fun figures. They're great figures. So really
Beautiful.
enjoying those.
Now, I would have to guess, just based on knowing you, that there's some GPS lot stuff that's going to be going on those. Would that be correct?
I'm pondering different ways to customize them. Yes, to make them unique. I'm doing Sir Andrew. I'm making a little army building his figures, to make some unique ones. That gives me a few faceplates. I was already thinking about painting up some of the extra faceplates from those so that they can have more variety of character. And I will add some soft goods and stuff. So, yes, agreed. Mentally, I am planning. I don't know how fast that'll happen, but it's something that I've been thinking about. And then, dun, dun, dun.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
Got to back them up a little bit. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. The Rakagor test shot is really cool. The clear flames and the clear handle is kind of neat. So I don't know. It's a cool test shot. Enjoying that. And then last but not least, we got this Father Christmas. And these soft goods are amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I do like that a lot.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're so cool that I want to put them on a custom. So Father Christmas will be displayed in his undergarments because these these soft goods are going on something else. So I haven't decided what yet, but
it would be kind of cool is maybe to put the original like Father Christmas robe on the test shot.
I have an extra. I might have an extra of both of the robes actually because I use the bodies for swigs. last
Yeah,
year.
it
for
might
the
be cool to
1,000
put the
twigs,
colored
so-
one on him, and then, like you said, then you've got the gray one to use on a custom or whatever.
Yeah, maybe
Wow.
maybe I'll do that. But yeah, shout out to Jeremy Gerard. He said that the soft goods looked really good, gray with the gold and black trim.
Mhm.
So I picked it up, and he was absolutely right.
MJ says Joseph Connor is having a multicolored soft good sale coming up. So,
Oh, right on. I'll have to keep
Jen
an eye
says
open
the
for that.
soft goods are why she got the Father Christmas test shot. So,
Very cool. Me too.
That's cool.
Nice.
and Jeremy says that he got some Max Bird sets coming for his. A lot of yeah.
I
But-
overdid it on a Max Bird order. So it had been a while since I checked out his site, and gosh, there was an awful lot of stuff that I wanted that was in stock. So I placed a large Max Bird order. So,
Very cool.
Right there with you, Joe.
Darla, I'm hearing a lot of people talk about soft goods, but I didn't hear yours mentioned at all. Does that hurt your feelings?
that's
at all?
because Curtis won't let us buy them.
She's crying over there, people. Just so you know.
Because you won't let her sell the stuff to us. That's why.
I don't know. Just a
Don't
lot
make
of people
Darla
mentioning
cry,
soft
guys.
goods. Not anybody talking about Darla's soft goods. So she's over there crying.
Darla has amazing soft goods. We just aren't allowed to get them. Some jerk named, or excuse me, some spaz named Curtis Ackerman won't let us buy them even when we offer money.
I'm so glad that I told you that was an inappropriate word, so then you could use it more than you've ever used it in your life.
Well,
That's what we're here for, Curtis. You're
that's
welcome.
probably accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Curtis. You know what this is.
There's no way that you've used that word like in the last 15 years, and now you've used it 15 times in the last hour. So
This is OffWorld. It's what we do.
yeah, exactly. All right. We're going to Oz next. Oz, what you got for us?
So shout out to our good friend Sven at Death by Collectibles organizing a sweet mythic meetup yesterday where I was able to get my hands on a bunch of, I said yesterday, that was last Saturday, a bunch of All-Star 6 that I've been playing with throughout the week here on my table, also trying to figure out different customs. I don't think I'm actually going to be doing any pop and swap with Thrasis here because he's the firstborn, so I don't think I need to mess with him too much. But I got my Scally Bone Splitter. Also got the, of course, Skeleton's head pack to go with it. You know what, bud? He does. He really, really does. But yeah, so I didn't have those last Friday, and I actually opened them up last Saturday. So
I
for
get that a lot.
once, my pickup actually counts this week. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's really all I got for now. Yep.
Awesome. Want to pull this up. TD3 Trooper says, any chance Horseman got the trouble Eagleus gets a re-release? I don't see Eagleus probably getting one. We'll get a Aetheron 2.0 or version 2. We'll probably get some other birds at some point. I doubt Eagleus would be that one.
Yeah, from what I understand, the buck is retired, so
yeah,
you'll have to wait for them to do a version 2, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, just like if you're waiting for a Draleon, also Jeremy confirmed with me, Draleon isn't coming out either.
Yeah. Speaking of annoying bouncers or annoyed bouncers, we got Greg here. He says, "Great show, guys. What's up, everyone in the chat?" He told us that you've got to look like you're not happy. He said if you smile, then people want to talk to you. So you got to look. You have to look like this, and then people will leave you alone.
Hey man, I used to work side stage and sidebar at reggae shows, and those guys can come up and talk to me anytime they want. The most they ever bothered me during a show, one guy came up and asked me what time the artist was going on stage. That was it. And everybody was so chill at those shows.
Well, yeah, because they're all high.
Yeah, it was my favorite nights to work. I just got the chill hot box, and this is like, I don't know, like 20 years ago. So I was just getting paid to get high. Like it was like $15 an hour to just stand there and get high. Like it was awesome, and nobody bothered me, and I got to listen to reggae music all night. It was totally chill.
Yeah, we don't care about the sexual orientation of your music. Next we have Dusty. Dusty, what you got? Oh, he's bouncing.
Oh. I finally opened my last box of Blockies or Blakies.
Nice. That's an awesome one.
Yeah, that's cool.
And when you get a full box, you're supposed to get a full set. And I actually had an error in my box, and I ended up with 2 of these guys.
Oh, wow.
And I got shorted the Shattered Glass Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. So I made out to the better.
Yeah, you did. That's cool.
Screw the vehicle ones, unless it's the combiner. Yeah,
and that combiner pack's coming out here. Like I think next week it ships.
That's the boy right there. That's
there he is,
Curtis.
Yep.
Soundwave.
And then I got my favorite, probably one of my favorite toys that I probably own right now, and that's this little guy.
Oh, is it? It's cool, huh?
Look at how cute this little guy is.
I'm sorry. Bud says I would be employee of the month standing there doing nothing, getting high.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bud. It was like that
would be Bud's dream job
I ever worked. Hands down. Security at a club during a reggae show.
Yeah, you got to get this. You got to get this pack, Dusty.
Yes, I know, Blake. Thank you.
Does he normally come with the laser beak like that, Blake, or was that something exclusive to that set?
Oh no, the one on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's as part of the special one.
Okay. Yeah, because I really, really dig the fact that they put that, for him.
But you got that and that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's just trying to rub it into Dusty.
No, I'm not. No.
No, I had a genuine.
There's one version of this one that's better that comes with a laser beak.
Yes.
I didn't get that one, but I did get the one that came with Ravage.
Very cool.
So there's a regular one, and then a chase one with Ravage, and then there's another chase that has Ravage and laser beak.
Yeah, he's on his shoulder. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I love that no matter like what toy line it is, unless it's like the core toy line, they never pack in Rumble or Frenzy. They're like, fuck those guys that turn into other robot dudes. Just the animals.
I like the robot dudes.
Robot dudes are cool.
Yep. All right. I guess that is
Curtis. One more. Put me up there, man. Yeah, just because you talk smack about not having Darla's capes on there, I put this awesome Darla Ackerman cape on my current favorite Mythic Legions figure, the Paladin that I made.
That's awesome.
That light blue on the inside, white on the outside. This is a shining Paladin if I ever saw one. All thanks to those wonderful soft goods.
Now, Paladins are the ones that are goody two shoes that nobody likes, right?
Little goody two shoes.
Well, if you don't play them right, yes.
Wait. Isn't Nate a Paladin on Legion's Quest? Isn't that Fern?
No, he's a Paladin, but he doesn't play it like a Paladin. So
that's true.
I don't know. Just my personal mantra for playing a Paladin is that lawful good doesn't mean lawful nice. So,
like that.
Nate plays his Paladin like Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds, because he's just constantly throwing his javelin. So that's a little different. All right, to me. So on Oz's Clubhouse,
my X-Men
last week, I opened up this guy. This is the Fontaine Saint Michael from Biblical Adventures line, man, I tell you what, the paint job on this is spectacular. These things move like butter. Like the joints are so good. And yeah, I mean, certain ones like this, the demons and stuff, like some of them like really just fit in well with legions. So yeah, this is going right into my legions display, but awesome job. I love these like soft goods. If it looks like it would be hard, right? It looks like it would be stone or something, but it's actually a fabric, and they match that like color on the fabric and then on the figure itself perfectly. So it looks like it's like all the same thing, but it's not. It's you got some soft good pieces that are like almost like suede, and then some soft good pieces that are like cottony, and then the figure itself, which is plastic, but they all are painted in that exact same kind of color scheme. So that was really cool.
Nice.
That was cool.
I have not like opened it yet, but this came in today. This is the Mythic Legion's Tactics Orc with all the extra. You can see, I mean, that's just a huge baggie of goodness.
Yeah.
All the extra heads and the torso, and all the extra weapons and stuff. So that was the first figure that I ever pre-ordered through Mythic Legion line. And I know that
it just showed up in that bag. Oh,
and you know what? It almost did take that long. Like it was like a three-year pre-order, but no, yeah. So that's a cool one. A lot of fun. Have not got a chance to look through it yet, but I did show this off in my mail call earlier. Got the new Toy Collector magazine. So any of you that have subscriptions, this should be coming to you soon if you haven't already gotten it. And yeah, they've got world premiere of the Ben Cooper Kiss ones on the front. So
nice.
And then a couple other things that I got from my mail call earlier. I opened up those gold bars that I was showing off and put them in this chest. And I think I might actually get another thing of those gold bars because they're just really cool. And I want to have this thing like heaping overflow. But yeah,
you're going to need that for the new pirates.
So showed it earlier. If you're looking for the link, if you go to my how they do that video from this past Monday with Dub3, in the description, there's links for a whole bunch of stuff that he shared. That's like just kind of cool background pieces for photography. And one of them was these gold bars, and they're like metal, like there's some sort of metal. They're super heavy, and they actually look like gold bars. And it says like, something, man, it's tiny. Hold on, let me get my readers out, and then Joe can say that I look smart for once.
You say 1 ounce
and old, smart and
folks,
old.
pay attention. Curtis just said he was going to read.
Yeah, it says 999.9 fine gold, net weight 100 grams, and then on the front, same thing. So you
can find them at your local library with Curtis Ackerman.
Yeah. So yeah, those gold bars are cool. And then I just got this at I believe Hobby Lobby. They've got these like little chests.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're already painted and everything. So pretty cool. So yeah, get that. And then I've been kind of slowly putting this together as people have been talking, but this is the bookshelf that he was recommending that we also talked about today, and it's in the link on that Dub video. So bookshelf with like 50 books is $22, I think we said. And then I got a whole bunch of extra books that I'm slowly opening and filling this up with. And the books, for anybody that missed it earlier, like actually like they open like with pages and shit. Like it's like these are they're really cool. So you could have this. If you wanted to do some photography, you could actually have somebody like have it open, have it read, and you could have them hold it like this, or you could have it on the bookshelf. But this is just a really cool piece, and it's actually like wood, like bookshelf. It just looks really nice. So I know on Dubs he had like little like beakers and a bust and some trinkets and things on here that like really made it look. I'm gonna have to get some other things besides just books.
You get these really tiny action figures and put them on there.
Yeah.
There you go.
But let's see. Beat of all the books. Huh?
Best of all.
That's not what it says.
No, it's not what it says, but it's what he meant.
Oh.
Best of all the books.
I thought he was just getting into
it is
beats.
true though that these books have no words. Yeah, you don't have to read anything. So yeah.
No pictures either.
How do they feel on your lips though, Curtis?
The books, they're just smooth. There's nothing to it. So yeah. The gold.
I was gonna see if he got a paper cut on his lips. Damn.
Hold on. That gold bar. Like I've never felt a gold bar on my lips, but I bet this is what it would feel like. It's got some coldness to it, and it's hard. I can feel the etching of the lettering. Yeah, that's a good gold bar right there.
All right.
I got a gold bar you can put on your lips.
I think that's everything. I still have a bunch more of these. Like, here's the only thing I didn't like about the books. They come in these little tiny bags, like 3 or 4 of them in a baggie, and so you got to open up all these fucking little bags. So I got a separate on top of the bookshelf. I got another thing of like 200 books. So every 3 of them are in a baggie. So 200 divided by 3. It's a lot of baggies that I got to freaking open and pull these books out. So that's annoying. But anyway, it's still cool. So,
by the way, Curtis, you hopped off last week, I think, before I finished opening up the Ghostbuster.
mm-hmm.
And you know how you have
why
this thing
not
about
a pickup this week then? Why aren't you showing it?
because I have it all the way across the room. But what I did still have on my desk, I forgot to get it over here earlier, and I didn't feel like getting it. So, you know how you love those Mondo stands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Mondo stand that comes with Peter Venkman.
What? That is trash.
That's it. That's all you get.
For $100, that's what you get.
Well, this was the $202 set because it came.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, it's $100 shirt, right? Basically,
this is what you get, and there was some extra like cardboard prop stuff that came in there of like Fearsome Flush and the Big Eye Ghost. That's what came with those. Other than that, though, I absolutely love that freaking Ghostbuster. It's great. It's my first Mondo. Feels heavy in the hand. Like, actually feels really, really nice. The articulation on it is. I was worried because of the baggy like jumpsuit, like how well it was going to move around. No, it's good. It's solid.
You keep using that word heavy. Is there something wrong with the gravitational pull of the Earth in the future?
I have that kind of strength where things just don't feel heavy.
That was just
so when something feels heavy, there's weight to it. I'm like, ooh, that's nice.
I agree with you, Oz. I really do.
Yeah, because I pick up a lot of stuff and like people say that's heavy, and I'm like, okay, if you say so. I don't feel nothing. And then like, so when I pick up something and there's a weight to it, then it's like, okay, this is nice. This actually has
like
weight to it.
Nick Swardstrom has this joke where he talks about like if you want to feel strong, you just hang around old people. And he's like talking about how he hangs out with his grandma and she'll be like, be careful, that's heavy. And he's like, you mean this jug of milk? And he holds it up over his head. And she's like, oh my God, you're so strong.
I don't know. Maybe I get this thing because like when we used to go grocery shopping, you get like that gallon of milk. I used to put it on my pinky and I would be like doing the pinky flex with it and curling a gallon of milk. Like, because I was bored and I was like 9 years old. So I'd do that. And then, I don't know, as I started to hit puberty and gain more muscle, I just kept lifting heavier and heavier and heavier things. And
jugs of milk, heavier jugs of milk.
Tons of jugs of milk.
Now he picks up the whole cow. So
I do. I've picked up the cow.
You just have to have a really good line and then they'll do whatever you want.
Yeah. You know, it's what I do. They're the easy ones to pick up.
Oh. Would you like to go to a movie?
That's it. That's one.
That's the key to success.
That's what I do, man.
That's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. All right. Hold on. I'm pulling up. Talk amongst yourselves while I pull this next thing up.
Don't pull it too hard now. We don't need you getting injured.
You want to go see the movie called Shudder?
I see what you did there. Spaz. Knock it off.
All right. Next. I'm so glad that I told you guys that wasn't appropriate anymore. Next, we have the segment of the show where everybody in our audience shows Joe how much they love him by submitting questions to our Legend Daddy Facebook group for Joe. This is the segment called Transmissions. So yeah, Joe, what questions did you get this week?
I don't think any.
You did
questions.
not. You
I'm
did not
sure.
because they don't
I
love
didn't.
you.
None. I got
No questions
none.
for you.
Yeah. Of course, it could be that you haven't made it on time for a show in like a month. So that might be a thing as
I was
well.
only late for two episodes, right?
Yeah, but I always exaggerate by at least one, if not two.
Oh, okay.
So
But remember, Curtis, he did stop in. It was really dark. You couldn't see him because he was in mine.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, then we'll move right on to the next segment of our show, which is thumbnail art. This is where we evaluate the thumbnail for the show that Jeff Ray Evans did. So here we go. This is the thumbnail for this week. Now, we did find out that when he's using people on the screen for the thumbnail, he only uses people that were here for the previous episode. So this is everything that he put into this one. This is obviously using a K-pop Demon Hunter screen, and then he's thrown all these other characters in here. So normally I would talk about each one, but there's just a lot of folks. So I would say I'm just going to open up the floor. What do we think about this thumbnail?
I think my neck is broken. That is an unnatural turn of the head.
It's very Linda Blair, Joe. Very Linda Blair.
Yeah,
it is. I do also think that it's funny that he chose to put you on Zoe, which is like the youngest character, and you're so fucking old. So I think that's interesting.
Trevor looks like he's wearing a genie hat.
So it looks like
Can't
Mark,
see it now.
Yeah, I was going to say that's an image I'm not getting out of my head from now on.
Mark, Bill, Trevor, and Kevin are all demons in this, and they're trying to jump the three of us who are apparently we're the K-pop demon hunters. Me, Joe, and Blake. And then you just got Jeff and Oz and Greg's head just kind of floating around doing nothing. Heads. So
I confirmed the reason that mine and Greg's heads are off to the side and they're the highest on the thumbnail is because apparently that's just what Greg and I do.
It's just off to the side and high.
Yeah, we get off to the side,
Gotcha.
we get high. That's absolutely it. That is our role on the show, and that's what we're doing. And I'd like to say we're succeeding.
So Trevor, you were on the show last week. So the thumbnail for this week features people from the show last week. So anytime that you see your face on it, because you were on the previous week.
Pay attention, Trevor.
And the other thing is that this is OffWorld, and anybody can be on pretty much any time. We don't restrict. There's no gatekeeping here. If anybody tells us, "Hey, can I be on tonight?" We just shoot them the link. So that's pretty much that's how it works.
That's how I end up
show
here.
like that.
I did like the fact that I appreciate that Jeff recognizes that I am the leader of the show, and that's why he made me roomie. But Mira, which is what Blake ended up being, is actually my favorite. So
Curtis, what's coming out of your butt in this picture?
That is my hair coming down, apparently, still.
It didn't look like hair to me. I thought that was
Well, at least
something
you
else.
braided it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is 100% a braided turd.
I think that I am pleasantly surprised how perfectly Curtis's face fits on a teenage girl. And I think you missed your calling there, buddy.
I could pull off that look. You give me a few months and I'll be able to braid my hair like that. I could definitely get that stance down for sure. So
yeah. At first I had to blink a few times. I thought it was just a picture of you. So.
Yeah. Mark says you said I was banned. Yeah, you are currently banned, but your face can still be on the thumbnail. So yeah. Yeah, because you picked Rogue One over Galaxy Quest, and that's we just don't do that. So yeah. Any other thoughts on the thumbnail art?
Speaking Moistly says that's braided butt hair.
It could be.
Yeah.
Braided butt hair. That's a thing, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really nice. I think the demons are especially well done. They look like they're happy that they're about to kick our ass. So
yeah,
I
looks
will
like
ever
good
picture
images.
Trevor with a genie hat from now on. Like that whole Sinbad being in that movie Kazam in the 90s. No, that was actually Trevor.
Right.
I do like the fact that he made like the folks that are on all the time, me, Blake, and Joe, like the good guys, and all of the folks that came on just to ruin my bracket as the demon. So I do like that.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. All these fuckers that didn't pick Galaxy Quest, didn't pick Laredo, and instead made Star Wars win. We're gonna make them demons because they kind of are.
Yeah.
So
they demonized your bracket.
No, Grabthar does not think that Rogue One is better than Galaxy Quest. That's not true.
No.
Yeah, I will be avenged. All right. Any other thoughts on this?
Laredo's a
Well
Star
done,
Wars.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. All right. Next, we have Event Horizon. And I believe we're starting off with this. Joe, yeah, tell us about this.
What?
On screen. Ben Cooper D&D. We're going to talk about it. Oh my God.
What's D&D? I'm sorry. I'm confused. You lost me. Let's go. MJ sent me a link. Jeff had posted them. They're D&D Halloween costumes in the Ben Cooper style, but they are action figures. Let's see.
Hold up your toy collector.
So I don't remember exactly what they looked like, but yeah, one of them had a D20 candy bucket. I remember that.
So it's all the characters that they already kind of own licenses for, and that's basically what they're putting as Ben Cooper costumes. So basically everything you kind of seen from NECA prior, they're releasing them in cheaply made Halloween costume form. They're trick or treat pale. Like one of them has a D20. I know one of the other ones is a skull. Because I was looking at them when they first showed them off, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's really neat."
I think one of them might be Steelheart, the paladin from the LJN line.
Nice.
So it's Steelheart and Warduke.
Yeah, Warduke was one of them too.
That's trying to remember the goblin and the dwarf's name, but Elkhorn.
Elkhorn. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Steelheart.
Yeah,
so it might
all
have been
those characters. Yeah.
So
very Blake, can you pull up that comment from Mark? Oh wait, you don't have the power to pull up comments. Here, let me do it. It says, "See Blake, I got your back," and bam, canceled. Maybe you should have backed somebody that actually has the power to pull up comments, or put you on a show, or start the show, or not start the show, or cancel the whole fucking show. Yeah, maybe back somebody that has power. So, because hoverboards don't go across water unless you have power. That was my second Back to the Future reference, by the way. All right. Dorgler says, "You chose this because of our old age. How are you surprised Galaxy Quest lost?" You're right. What I did was I tried to stack the deck based on the previous bracket, not realizing that the criteria that would have helped the previous bracket actually hurt this bracket. So I'm going to have to put more thought into it next time and really significantly stack the deck, which we're going to talk about right now because it is Event Horizon. So we're doing a bracket every other week at this point, and we've been doing a lot of movie stuff. We want to do a toy one. And I think we're going to start off with a toy one. I mean, we all love Mythic Legion. So we're going to do a Mythic Legion bracket. The question is, what do we do? Do we do best character, like include like with the lore? Do we do best figure? Do we do biggest badass? Like what kind of criteria do we want to do for our first Mythic Legion bracket?
I don't know, but you definitely just told Joe to pick out which one is his favorite kid.
Yeah, I know. I'm
going to struggle with this one for sure.
Yeah. So what let's establish some parameters. What do we want to see in a Mythic Legion style bracket?
What are
gonna have it be a
parameters
fucking,
in the
is it
Imperial
just a
system?
battle?
I don't use
Like
metric.
we just have a kind of a Mortal Kombat style battle, and we're like, we shuffle it up. This person versus this one. Who wins the battle? And just keep going until we get to the end. Or
how would we rank them? Like by character or actual like figure? Like because they have different appeals. Yeah.
That's what he's asking. That's what he wants to know. Like,
I want to know thoughts. So
that's tough.
While you're thinking about that, Alan says driving home from his haunt training. Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
I think maybe we could pick like a group from each. Ooh, that's a tough one though too, because that one
break it down by faction. Like
that's where I was going, but I think that could be kind of convoluted too, because if we're looking at a bracket base of, let's say, 64, right, 32 on each side. Which we would have to have a big bracket for this. This would have to be a good point.
I was thinking that no matter what we decide, one side of the bracket would be all good characters, and one side of the bracket would be all evil
Dark
characters.
4 versus the Great Beasts. I mean, that might work. But
we could do where we don't include like gods and faction leaders, or we do include like. I'm okay with whatever. I'm just trying to get people's thoughts. So, but I did think that, side of light, side of evil, because you know how that stupid bracket works out to where you have to do the whole fucking one side first,
right?
Do the whole other side. So it'd be cool for one side to be one,
maybe
otherwise you might have somebody that just always wants to put the good guy in and somebody that always wants to put the bad guy in, kind of thing.
Do it like a most badass bad guy and then the most badass good guy.
Is that what we want to do? Is badass? I'm okay with that.
Have them meet in the middle.
Define badass, like, is it
like
power
like
and lore or sculpt?
Yeah.
Because
badass sculpt, badass figure, badass overall.
Because when
I feel like
when you start talking about story,
get the edge.
Yeah, you start talking about story, you've got like characters that like if they touch you, you're dead, right? And stuff like that. Like that's
you get
pretty
like
impressive.
the uncounted one.
Yeah. Like that's going to be more than like somebody that like, well, this one fought in the Coliseum. Okay, well, do you die when he touches you?
I was just going to say, yeah. I mean, it really, like, when you do that, it falls down to all of the Dark 4, or like basically at that point, all the Dark 3 lead to the 1. So,
well, and if we did like coolest toy, like, does that eliminate most of the old ones because they're
right? Like I feel like they have
nowadays,
an unfair advantage over the newer ones.
Right. It should probably be character because the newer figures are.
MJ says, "Just do the Batmobile." Curtis, fix this. Yeah, we'll redo the Batmobile bracket. We'll have all old people on.
Got to get rid of those like Tinker Tin Batmobiles.
Dorklayer says left side of the bracket 1.0, right side 2.0. I think that I don't know that there's enough 2.0 to fill a whole 32 slot bracket.
Plus,
everybody see a lot of repeat of the same exact.
I love 2.0s, but a lot of people poo-poo on them quite a bit. So
yeah.
Greg's claiming the bracket already. He's just claimed it.
Hottest to least hot. All right. I don't know that I've ever looked at a toy and was like, that's hot. So
yeah, I think we have to go by bio because, like you said, the old figures just don't hold up in quality to the new ones.
I mean, they still look great, but yeah,
there's plenty of new.
They look great, but it's harder plastic. The joints weren't as well done. They're just older toys compared to newer ones. I think any company is going to fall into that. If you take He-Man from the 80s and compare him to a Masterverse,
What if we did this? What if we put the brackets together? We do a light side, we do a dark side, and in each matchup, you have to say you can keep one of these in your collection, the other one you have to get rid of.
There you go.
I ain't getting rid of anything. That's what I say to that.
Favorite figure.
Like that's just our criteria. You can do it based on who you think is the coolest toy. You can do it based on who you think is the most important leader. You can do it based on whatever.
Trevor has a bracket, the least likely to fall off the shelf.
I use hands on all my figures.
Greg's going out in the first round.
I'm okay with that if you guys are. We'll do a dark side, light side, and each matchup you just gotta, which would you rather have? Maybe even do it from the mindset of, somebody's first, they're getting into the line, and you have a choice between picking up this figure or that figure. Which one do you go for?
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
All right. So I will put together a bracket for next week, and we'll see how it goes.
Greg, Dusty, I think Greg's comments are addressed to you, you SOB.
Oh no, he's just
I think he's talking
Don't
to
get mad at me.
Trevor
I'm not
and
the one
with
weakening
Trevor's idea for a bracket. So
right.
I tell you what, if we had to vote on which one was most likely to fall over, I think it would be all 2.0s and Greg's. Like that would be the bracket. Anyone that comes to the bar and looks like Trevor, I'm not letting in. He's taking it out on random citizens that just look like Trevor.
Yeah, he is. Get him.
That's awesome. What else for Event Horizon? Anything else coming up you guys are excited for?
I'm trying to remember because there was something earlier today, and now it's.
I'm excited to get my Jersey Devil. I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Thank you to Payroll for handling my work while I was at work today.
Second drop. Is that? I'm guessing those are still up right now, right?
Should be as far as for sale. I doubt the all-ins are available anymore, but yeah, dropped at 11 a.m. this morning. I was busy at work and I needed my all-in, so got that secured. That always feels awesome.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely needed the mug, and I like getting the pins too.
Looks like right now the all-in is still out there. So there's all-in.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's all-ins, mugs, the figure itself, but no extra pens. The pens are sold out.
Not surprising. That's really always one of those.
This is what we've got right now.
Well, you've seen it, folks. You better get in and get them all-ins while they still got them.
Let's throw 1,000 of these in our cart.
And
23.
Oh, there we
23 all-ins available, folks.
You guys heard it. Got to get that all-in, baby.
Yeah. So if you want an all-in, 23 left, and then they're gone for good.
And don't forget to check out their apparel too. You want that Jersey Devil shirt or hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, or you could just buy like pretty much any shirt from Dave Workin, and it's going to look kind of like that. So as soon as I saw that Jersey Devil, I'm like, this is like right up. Like, why even go to Retro Rags? Like, just tell Dave, like, can you just give us like any of your shirts? And like, yeah, there it is. Look at this.
Would you look at it?
Would you just look at it? Awesome figure. This thing, super cool, and the photography.
I freaking love it, man.
Looks great.
I love it.
Yeah, just killed it. I love this picture right here where you can see like the light coming through the wings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So for any of you guys that know, I am on another show called The Frenzy. It used to be the Toy Frenzy.
Never heard of
it. And my co-host and founder of that show, Skelevator, he's not into like getting all the Mythic Legions. Like if somebody buys him one of the Motu homages, he happily accepts that into his collection and he likes those. But he's not like big into Mythic Legion. This is the first time he has ever sent me a message like, whoa, did you see the figure obscura? I'm like, who are you talking to? Like,
new phone, who is?
Right? Like, you damn right I saw the figure obscura and it's badass. He was like, I didn't know they were doing cryptids. And I was like, nobody did until today. So if it got him that excited about it, like that makes me feel good. Anytime because I love the Figure Obscura line. I love everything about it, the excitement behind the drop, all of it. So anytime, they put up something that makes somebody take another look and be like, wow, I really think it's incredible what they're doing. That's always a great feeling. So
Benny says 300 of the standard figures left. So 300 of the figures and 23 all ends left. So
I almost want to get another one.
Is there pins? Is there standalone pins left? Because those usually sell
the
out.
pins are the only thing that's sold out right now.
Yeah.
The mugs are available. So
I like that mug because it just looks like it's a taller style mug than what we normally get. How it looks.
It's the Father Christmas.
Yeah, it's a nice like hot cocoa mug. It's not it's not a coffee mug. Like it's, I mean, you could put coffee in there, but you
realize this is what
you could put coffee in a Dixie cup too. Like, just because you can put something in it doesn't mean it's that. So,
I mean, this is what I drink my coffee out of.
Yeah,
that's what I drink mine out of.
It's like a hot cocoa mug, and it is nice. It is. I like the. I'm not sharing my screen anymore, but
yeah, mine Necronominus.
Like the little map and all the points on there and stuff, and Jersey Devil. Like it is a cool mug. It's just
right.
Yeah,
I like it. I
imagine a cold day. Maybe electricity went out. You're kind of huddled around with your family for warmth. You got blankets on, and you still got your gas stove available. Even without the electricity, you turn on the gas stove, you heat up some water, make some hot cocoa. You guys are just kind of cuddled around. This would be a nice little mug for that situation. So
I think I'm thinking to myself using the map on the mug as I hunt the Jersey Devil, having a warm coffee. Not hot coffee because it's an open top mug, so it got cool.
Yeah. I really want to see Dylan drinking coffee out of it, saying, "I used to live here," and then pointing at his mug.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was something this week, folks. For anybody that's not in the OffWorld chat, you're welcome. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're welcome that you're not in the OffWorld chat, because. Man, I tell you what,
from here.
For about a day, we just had to hear like Dylan talking about where he lives in relationship to the points on the map and stuff. And just as we made it clear, or at least I made it clear that like nobody gives a fuck, then Greg comes in and Greg's like, well, I live this far from it. And then Greg starts the whole cycle over again. And it's like, dude, we don't care. It means nothing. It has nothing to do with this drop or anything else. So.
I'm pretty sure the only person that was bothered by it was Curtis, but that tends to be enough. So
I think the only state
if Curtis is miserable, the rest of us can be miserable.
Alan says good timing. He's building a full cryptid museum right now. That's
awesome.
Pretty freaking cool. That'd be awesome to see.
Make sure to grab that all in.
I hope he does it like he I know when he was working on that Snake Mountain, like he did it in sections to where he kind of like travel with it. How cool would it be if he pulls up to Legion's Con? I know he's not coming this year, but like let's say next year he pulls up to Legion's Con with a traveling cryptid museum. That would be freaking awesome.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That'd be awesome. Let's see. Oh, Bill agrees with me on something. Hot cocoa mug, not coffee. Krampus, headless Egyptians, and Ganesha are coffee mugs. So
I like using the Father Christmas mug for coffee just because it holds more than the other ones. So
right,
yeah, that's a
plus.
I don't cocoa one too.
I don't drink hot cocoa because I'm heterosexual. So,
well, sometimes you got to expand your horizons.
That's just a joke. I'm taking a stab at Curtis. No one be offended, please.
I'll let you know.
He's joking. He's definitely expanded his mind a little bit. He's experimented.
If you pour one of those hot cocoa, like instant hot cocoa powder things into the bottom of your cup, and then you pour coffee over top of it, apparently that's what they call a pocket mocha. But the first time I heard that term, that was not what I thought about it at all.
Greg says, to be fair, and I knew this is exactly what happened. He said, to be fair, I didn't read the prior conversation. I just want to put in my
Nobody scrolls up.
I
there.
know
Let's
that
just
you.
face it.
I
Nobody
100% knew that you did not read the prior conversation because you would have seen how much shit I was giving Dylan, and instead you just jump in. You're like, I'm 45 minutes away from that location. We don't care. We don't care. In the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. So.
Yeah. I should have put like I'm 3 days away from that.
Yeah, no shit. Alan says traveling museum sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave this up here.
Yes, thanks. You know, in the 90s slang way, not in the literal way.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't say that. Yeah.
That's helping your case anyway.
Yeah. Pocket Cocoa equals shit your pants.
Right? Like, that's what I was saying. Somebody said, yeah, if you do this, that's called a pocket mocha. And I was like, that is not what comes to mind when I hear pocket
Joe
mocha.
had some problems at work. Next thing you know, he's got pocket cocoa.
Pocket cocoa. It's
Some
happened a few
pocket
times.
cocoa. It's a figure obscure.
I'm not
drop,
ashamed.
and Joe's got a pocket cocoa going on.
JG says, remind me to use mini marshmallows as packing peanuts if I ever sent Joe G a package.
Okay.
Sticky.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they might be a little stale, but just the next figure obscura drop, then I'll have to say that. Like, tell my boss, like, "Ooh, I got pocket cocoa. I'll be right back."
Got a pocket cocoa.
It's funny because we were talking last week about how, everybody has to, get up in the morning and do the, figure obscura drop and stuff. And Joe was talking about how he always has to take the bathroom break to do it. And so sure enough, that morning as the figure obscura is dropping, he makes sure to message the OffWorld group and let us all know that he's going to the bathroom. So thanks for the heads up, Joe. We appreciated that.
It's every figure obscura because they're always on a Saturday and I work Saturdays. So, and it's right at the start of my shift when we're supposed to be doing our line out meeting. So I'm just like, I'll be right back, guys.
Potty cocoa.
God, it hit again. It happens once every quarter. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it does. It is
now
a quarterly stomach issue I have.
Every time I have asked Joe, hey Joe, can you spot me? My payday is next week, and he would order it for me. Every time I did that, Joe was on the shitter.
Yeah, that's it. I'm in the porta potty.
Just prolonging that.
Just ordering toys from the pooper, the crapper.
Freaks Figures says coffee can make you spaz out though. That's why Blake has the decaf.
And that's why I drink caffeinated. So
it's my madness.
And I think if you use spaz in this context, where you're not using it as a descriptive term for somebody, I think it's okay. This is being used as a verb, and I think I don't know. Bill, let us know. Is it okay to use spaz as a verb and not a noun? So, yeah, we'll find out.
So if
we'll just keep testing it
steering fluid
until we find out what's wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you just got to throw shit out there and see what sticks. So, he just says yes. I don't remember my question now. Did I say it's okay to use as a verb? So he's saying yes, it is okay if it's a verb. I guess. I don't know.
I'll have to catch it on the replay.
Okay.
I'm
going to assume that it's okay as a verb, not as a noun. So
he said yes. Spaz out is a verb. He's just confirming that is a part of language.
Well, I understand that it's being used there as a verb. I'm saying, is it acceptable to use it as a verb?
Answer the question, you spaz.
Okay, so scenario one, I say that Joe G is a spaz, right? Mm-hmm. Versus Joe is spazzing out right now. Like, are both of those unacceptable or is one acceptable? I don't know.
I think they're both acceptable and accurate.
He's going to reply
our word plus out is okay. I think this is how I understood it. Could be wrong. But this is how I understood it. That like spaz is like the R word for ADHD people. That's what I picked up talking to Jesse. So it's
So
like
can we
you're
not
gonna
both are
we
offensive.
talking about a
both are
different.
offensive. Never mind. You can't say either, folks. But I kind of took it as like you're using a negative descriptive word to describe my health situation. It's kind of what I'm getting from it. But I don't know. I have ADHD and I'm not offended. Well, I don't know what
different
to tell you,
spazzes for different folks. I mean,
there you go.
He's obviously not trying to control people.
You may have one black person that's okay with you using the N word, but doesn't mean that all of them would be. So just saying, like, so
just don't offend people. It's fine.
yeah, that's cool. Or don't be offended. Just get a thicker skin. I don't know.
That would be better. Yeah.
Look at how much we've grown. I bet everyone here used to play smear that. Yep, absolutely.
I did.
Of course, I didn't know what the term meant. I just knew like whoever's got the ball, you gotta hit them. So, Freaks Figure says I have ADHD and high anxiety. Spaz has no effect on me. There you go. Yeah,
right on. Good.
ADHD is the politically correct term for spaz. I don't know. You could have had somebody in the past that would have done something that you would have said that person's a spaz, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have a medical diagnosis of ADHD. They just may be, I don't know, maybe they're high on coffee or something, or, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Shit, I wish coffee would make me spaz out.
Yeah,
it gives me the jitters sometimes when I'm trying to paint. I'll like be trying to paint eyes or something. Man, I shouldn't have had that second cup of coffee. I should have.
I don't get that anymore.
Yeah, sometimes I get that. That's not good.
I can't drink coffee.
Spaz does sound better than crackhead. I will say that. I would admit that for sure. So,
absolutely on that one.
Yeah, if somebody called me a spaz, I would be less hurt than if somebody called me a crackhead. So,
or tweaker.
I've
no
often
tweaker.
used the term cracked out. So I mean, like that's kind of the
Chrome Dome
is no longer acceptable.
What?
Says the bald guy who wears hats.
Is that a joke or is that serious? That's not.
Look, as a
that's got to be a joke, right?
Person, I have never had an issue with somebody calling me Chrome Dome. I just ask that they spit shine it and make sure that it does look.
I just don't know what people are going to be offended to nowadays. So I don't know. I think it's better to just not talk.
I'm offended by humanity in general. So
like
we
that's going to happen.
That out, that would be okay.
I just put it this way: you can call me you can use whatever word around me, or call me whatever you want. Just be able to handle the repercussions if it's not okay. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. So you're saying freedom of speech, not freedom of consequence.
Right, exactly. Freedom of speech, consequence. You pick your own destiny, kind of like some of those video games. You can pick the end. It's all your choice.
If around to
Choose your
find
own
out.
adventure. And as they taught us in
Oh,
the
I just
last
thought of a
crusade,
good.
choose wisely.
I just thought of a good lightning round question. So,
ooh, nice.
You better write it down. You'll forget by the end.
I know, right?
I already forgot.
While I'm typing, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Shit.
Yep. Well,
what do you think?
That
This
could
is
be
a
a
talk
thing
show?
we could do. Gosh. I
Yeah,
talked for
talking
6
to
hours
Mike. I got
tomorrow.
a
I've been
backup
talking
mic
all
right
week,
here.
and you expect me to talk more of this shit right now?
I'd like to know what people are thinking of Alien Earth. Anybody watching it?
I'm loving it, Blake. Absolutely loving it.
Oh,
I got to catch up
Alien
on
Earth.
that latest episode.
What is that?
Not yet.
Aliens scare me. I don't want to talk about them.
Shut up, Dusty.
We're talking about like space aliens, Dusty. It's okay. Then nobody's.
Is that like
Talk about
alien,
aliens,
like the
from
alien movies? Is that what we're talking about?
Dusty just saying that
Okay.
aliens scare me just makes me laugh. I mean, look at big tough Dusty. He's like, aliens scare me.
Well,
Alien.
now
That's
I'm
good.
curious. Like, I haven't watched the show. Is ICE trying to deport them? Is that what it's about?
Different show, Joe. Different show.
You went there.
damn,
Okay.
okay.
No, that's not. It's not airing on Fox. Leave it alone.
So
That's Alien America.
Bill says, why would spaz be offensive to people with ADHD? It would be offensive to people who have neurological conditions that make them have spastic movements like cerebral palsy. I don't know how you use the term spaz. That is not how we like. When I was a kid, you used spaz for somebody that was just like hyper and didn't like they were that was a spaz. It wasn't somebody because they had like a medical condition that made them twitch. It
Right.
was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So to me,
I don't
like when I think of the kids that we would say were spazzes in school, it was
They couldn't sit
all the
still.
kids that if I looked at now, I would say that kid probably has ADHD. 100% of them that anytime that I ever heard the term spaz used as a kid, if I look back on those situations now, I would say that kid is definitely ADHD. So
hyperactive.
I think in the time frame though, like I don't think I was ever trying to offend anyone when I used those types of terms though. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't the
Because
thought
everybody
process,
used them and nobody cared.
and
Well, it's
nobody
just like
cared. So
It's just
you
like
know.
the term somebody's like, well, that's gay. I don't think a lot of people use it to be offensive.
Mm.
I have
know.
never called a homosexual person gay. Like I never have. That wasn't the way the term was meant to be.
You could have.
said. Yeah. I could have.
You might have said it towards somebody you thought was straight, but they were in the closet.
They were closeted,
There you go.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that was Norm McDonald, right? I'm a deeply closeted gay man. Oh, I didn't know you were gay. I'm not gay. I'm deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
That skit is hilarious.
Alan says Curtis is offended by bare feet. I'm not offended. I'm
That is
grossed
true.
out by it. So not offended. It doesn't offend me. So let's see. Joe can make his make the ice joke. Yeah.
Well, but you know,
that's because everybody thought his name was Gonzalez. Like every fucking buddy. Like you would
True story.
You would
I
hear
used to
people
say-
on shows refer him to him as Joe Gonzalez. And then it wasn't until like even after he'd been on the show for like a year, and finally he told us, well, it's actually pronounced Gonzalez.
Well,
Like,
because somebody asked. Nobody asked.
when? Yeah.
It was because Punk asked him on Thursday with a friend, like, how do you pronounce your last name? Now, mind you, he'd been doing Let's Go Offworld. He'd been on Clubhouse.
And he didn't
even
correct
when I bring
anybody.
him on, I'd even say his last name like that, and he never said it once. And I just figured since I was never corrected, I was pronouncing it right.
Yep.
And then Punk asked him, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Well, everybody thought Joe was not only Mexican, they thought he was also a dwarf. So, I mean, like,
True story.
Accurate.
The
Yeah.
beard
So
working into mine. I see it.
it's really not that big of a deal. Like people can pronounce my last name however they want. It's, you know, it doesn't bother me. But my grandparents were immigrants, just not from Mexico, from Portugal. So, you know, other people can be
They're
deported
from
besides. What's that?
You say your ancestors were from Portugal?
Yeah, the Azore
Portuguese.
Islands.
I mean, that's basically Mexican. That's like, I mean, it's Mexican adjacent for sure. Like if I'm collecting
It's Spanish
Mexican,
adjacent for sure.
if I got a Mexican collection and you give me something Portuguese, I'm like, it's adjacent. I can slide it in the DTOF.
Portugal
you know.
is right next to Spain.
So are
Right?
that,
Yeah.
is that where they're sending all of the immigrants to, Curtis? Your collection? Like I didn't know you were collecting them.
I'm just
Is
saying,
that where
like,
ICE is
Curtis is
shipping
collecting
them to
immigrants?
Curtis?
oh my God.
it's like
This took a really bad.
it's like
turn
when I
here.
slide this into with my mythics, right? Like it's close enough. It's
Yeah, sure.
you know, Mexican Portuguese. I mean, it's not like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like your
It's
ancestors were like
actually-
Yetis or something.
I
You
mean,
know,
it also
No,
doesn't
no,
help, like
no.
you know.
It's okay.
We're all-
Dub 3 likes dwarven Mexicans, so we're good.
Yeah.
yeah. He's and actually, Joe is not a dwarf. He just looks like that because of his camera position and because people think of miners as dwarves. So
It's true.
That is
he
also
is-
true.
yeah, he's not a dwarf.
They're M scale.
You're right.
That's the mayor
Dwarves are
burst.
bigger than imp scale.
Dorgler says the Portugal cabal is an offshoot of the Spain cabal. So
It is. It is.
there you go.
Yeah.
But is that new cabal or old cabal?
I don't know.
I think I'm probably the only member. So yeah.
So I've got a couple because we're going to get back on track here.
Oh yeah,
we never really were on
Wait,
track, but
we
we're going
had
to
a
get on track for the first time. As far as Event Horizon goes, I've got a couple things. Number one, there's a movie called Rampart that's coming out next year, apparently, that is a zombie flick based in medieval times that sounds phenomenal. I definitely want to see that because that's one of the things that I always have thought, like when you think of like if there was a zombie apocalypse, like where would be a good place to like hold up? And I think like a castle with a moat and just like up on the like the towers with freaking like bow and arrow and stuff, like that would be the perfect scenario in my opinion. So I want to see
until you run out of food and water.
Well, no, you have a big, a lot of those big castles, like they had a big enough place that you could like grow your own stuff and you had livestock in there and stuff like that. Because you wouldn't want to be starved out if, you had a surrounding force or something. So I'm excited for that. And then also I've been going down the Kingdom rabbit hole on Netflix. Kingdom is an amazing set of movies. It is, all right, follow with me here, folks. It is based in ancient China, but they are Japanese movies. So they're in Japanese about China, and it's all, so you have to read. It's all subtitles, right? But it is really good. It's set like I want to say it's like 100 years BC or 200 years BC.
200 BC.
200 BC. So it's like the main character is this young kid who, he's an orphan, and him and his best friend decide they want to be like the best generals in the world that have ever lived. And so he's on this quest to, become a man, become a leader of men, become an amazing fighter. And it's kind of his storyline, but there's just great characters. It's pretty freaking awesome. There's 4 movies on Netflix right now. They have another movie on the way. And there's an anime for it. It all was originally from, book series of the manga ones or whatever. And so it's like there's books, there's anime, then there's these movies, and I just have gone down a rabbit hole lately. But there's another movie coming. The Kingdom 5 is coming, I believe, next year. So I'm excited for that because I'm just so into that series right now.
Are you going to pick up the mangas, Curtis?
I may. I actually started watching the anime, which I never have, never been into anime, but like after seeing the movies through this far, and I'm watching some of the anime, and it lines up like you're seeing kind of stuff that we saw play out in live action. I'm seeing it in the animated form, and they go into more detail because it's, they've got a lot more time period to do it. It's just
where's the anime playing, Curtis?
Crunchyroll. If you go on Amazon, it's like $7.99 a month. So I don't know if there's a cheaper option, but
they were running a promo a couple months ago where you can get like the first 2 months for like a cent. Like it was like literally like a penny or something for the first 2 months.
I just finished Kingdom 4 and I'm hooked as well.
It is so good, man. And there's this one character, and in the anime, his name is Wang Li. In the first couple movies, it is like OHKI, like Oki. And then in the next 2 movies, when you're reading the subtitles, it's OUKI, like Uki. So I don't know what the fuck the dude's name is, but he's like one of my favorite characters of all time. Like this guy comes in towards the end of the first movie, and you're like, who the fuck is this dude, right? He's like this like really tall, huge guy, because in the books and in the anime, like he's just like much taller than everybody. He's just kind of like bigger than life character. And he comes in, and he's got like this hair coming off of his chin, like a goatee, and it goes into like 3 spikes. So it's like spike, spike, spike down the middle. And then he's like got lipstick on, and he's got this stupid fucking giggle. And you're like, what the fuck is so funny? Like this dude's just always giggling for no reason. He's got like lipstick on and whatever. Dude is a badass. And I'm talking like significant badass. Like this guy is one of the most badass characters ever to be created. And so like he just makes this weird first impression on you, and then the more you watch the movies, you're like, okay, this dude's a fucking real one. Like and he helps the main character of the movies. He like helps him kind of understand the importance of being a general and being a leader of men, and how what the things that you have to look at, and you can't just run headfirst into things. You got to really think strategically and what the other person is going to do, and kind of talks about more of the chess aspect of battle and stuff. It's
being a general.
Yeah, it's really, but it's not even just being a general. It's also about like being a man, like, so there's a lot to it.
This is how you pick out good lipstick.
Dude, I tell you what,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, I tell you what though, you make fun of him to his face. He's gonna plow you down, man. Dude, that dude is he is no
He's got a tribal tattoo on his arm.
He is no joke. Like, I'm not gonna try to give away too many spoilers, but like in the first movie, like this whole army goes trying to charge at him. Like he's at the top of these steps and they go try to charge at him, and he takes like one swipe with his weapon, and like these dudes gotta go flying through the fucking air. Like he knocks them, like he kicks their ass. So
right on.
Yeah, it's awesome. So Kingdom, Netflix, check it out.
Not the one with the zombies.
There's a series on there that's got it's also I think it's set in China. It's about the same time period, but it's with zombies and stuff. Totally different thing. These are movies. There's 4 movies on Netflix right now. Check them out. They're awesome. So,
Curtis, may I also suggest, if you're getting into anime now, or at least you found one that you can tolerate, try watching Berserk.
I've heard nothing but good things about it. I just never have been able to find it. So that's
Crunchyroll.
the problem.
If you got Crunchyroll,
yeah,
it's on Crunchyroll.
Solo leveling.
I just got into it, but yeah. Level up.
Solo leveling.
Yeah,
solo leveling.
That's a pretty cool one. I was also watching Rise of the Shield Hero. And like I was with it for like the first season and like into the second season. I don't know, getting into this third season, I feel that's kind of lost it. So I think I'm kind of done with that now.
I'm pretty sure Cowboy Bebop is the best anime ever made. So
I still think Berserk beats it, but Cowboy Bebop is pretty solid though.
Cowboy Bebop's up there, man. Like for real.
Oh
check
yeah,
it out.
It was definitely cool. It was a little slow at times, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm a little slow at times too. That's all right.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
Yeah, it's okay.
Slow's an offensive term.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Don't be as fast.
What?
Yeah. All right. Anything else coming up that you guys are excited for?
Legion's gone.
I hear that's
Hell
gonna be fun. Yeah.
71
A
days.
couple of cool guys are going to be there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a cool
Getting my arms ready for my contest.
How's it going? You ready?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. Gonna put his hand through the table.
Gotta get there.
Where's it taking place, Dusty?
Saturday night. My wife is going to kill me live show. You got to be a Patreon member to get a ticket.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That'll be fun.
That will be fun.
It's hilarious, actually.
All right.
Oh, if you only knew, Blake. If you only knew.
Next, we have This Week in Theaters.
Is twit also an offensive term now?
Might be. I don't know. I'm unknown.
It's
I've got
probably a
two
shorter
of them.
list of what isn't.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you want to be in the Revengers? Undecided. I'm getting revenge. She's getting revenge. What about you? You want to get some revenge? Undecided. All right.
Is that the R word you were talking about earlier?
I don't think so.
I still think that was roll out.
Could be.
Maybe it was roid out. That offends people with tiny balls that use steroids.
Blake.
What the hell?
He's natty. He's natty.
First off, clinically, for all you that are familiar with the bodybuilding world, when you use steroids, things happen, but they don't happen the way everyone thinks they do. So just leave it that way.
How do you know, Blake?
Things
I got
happen.
friends.
That really didn't tell
In
me
all
much of
honesty,
anything.
let's clear this one up right now because then now it's going the wrong direction. I have never used anything illegal across any of that. I've never done any of that. 100%. I won a lifetime pure contest, max muscle lifetime pure in '99 in Colorado, and I was drug tested. Now, granted, if you know anything about that, you can be drug tested, go on a cycle, blah, 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 and then do a show and clear your drug testing. I'm clean. Lifetime clean. Just putting it out there.
All right.
You know, they say if you use steroids, you lose your hair.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
Well, that's why Joe's so big.
That's due to the excess testosterone
They didn't work.
in your system.
I got the wrong
ones. Speaking of which, Trevor says baldy and slaphead are also official offensive terms. We can't.
Slaphead.
I've never heard of slaphead. That's
That's
new.
what it's
I've
called.
never heard of
But I've never heard of slaphead.
Yeah, I've never heard of slaphead. That's new.
Old slaphead. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse says, sure, Blake and Oz didn't inhale.
I'm thinking
no,
about
man.
going and inhaling right now.
Yeah. That's all Oz does is inhale. I mean, that guy's he's the master inhaler.
If Blake says that he didn't, then I believe Blake. He hasn't given me any reason to believe he's a liar. So
Yeah. No, I've never have. In all honesty, I've done creatine. I've done some of the over the counter, like, you know, a bunch of aminos, diet tweaking, all that stuff. But I've
That
never
might
done
have had
any.
steroids in them, but he never did it on purpose.
I can't confirm nor deny. I don't know.
Creatine doesn't have steroids in it. It
No,
just
creatine's the second stage of amino acid. That's all it
Yeah.
is.
boosts up that iron.
But they mixed it in the same vat with the steroids.
Sure, Jeff Dusty.
I don't know. All right. Next, we're gonna pull
just
up a
busting
random
Blake's
number
balls.
generator. This is where we're going back in time. We're gonna go into the movie theater on this day in that year, and we can see any of the top 10 movies in the theater. We are, definitely at the very end of summer at this point, so we may have something good lingering on, but
Labor Day
otherwise,
weekend.
might be rough. We'll see. And we landed on 1998.
This is going to suck.
So let's see what we've got. Not that one. Here we go. All right. Weekly to 98. And we are looking for November 29th. Right here. All right, here we go. Number one movie in the theater this week was Blade.
Oh, easy.
I don't even.
Yeah,
need to see the
I
I was
rest
trying
the
to think
fucking
of
list.
what was out in '98, and yeah,
I don't even need to see the rest of the fucking list. Half vampire, half mortal man becomes protector of mortal race while slaying evil vampires. What a fucking badass. All right. Next, we've got There's Something About Mary. Man gets a chance to meet up with his dream girl from high school, even though his date with her back then was a
Franks and
complete disaster.
beans.
So, next, we got Saving Ryan's Private.
Beans above the bricks.
Sorry, Blake. I'm not trying to.
Yeah,
trigger
don't get me going on this one. Why are you doing that? Let's strike this one from the list. Freaking up them.
What was the guy's name in this that like cowered it out and like didn't help his buddy while he was being killed?
Sergeant Pussy. That's his name.
Following the Normandy landings, a group of U.S. soldiers go behind enemy lines to retrieve a paratrooper whose comrades have been killed in action. Next, we have 54, famous 1970s New York City nightclub, seen and told through the eyes of a young employee. Next, we have Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Three women, each claiming to be the widow of a 1950s doo-wop singer, Frankie Lemon, claiming legal rights to his estate. That sounds like fucking awesome. Next, we have Ever After, a Cinderella Story. The Brothers
I
Grimm
actually
arrive.
enjoyed this movie.
All right. Brothers Grimm arrive at the home of a wealthy grand dame who speaks of many legends surrounding the fable of the Cinder Girl before telling the true story of her ancestor. So next, how Stella got her groove back. Stella is a highly successful 40-something San Francisco stockbroker who is persuaded by her colorful New York girlfriend Delilah to take a well-deserved first-class vacation to Jamaica. Then we have
Jamaica, man.
Snake Eyes.
And not the good one.
Corrupt Atlantic City police officer Rick Santoro and Navy Commander Kevin Dunn joined forces to investigate both the assassination of the Secretary of Defense, Charles Kirkland, and the disappearance of a beautiful stranger. Then we have The Parent Trap. Identical twins Annie and Haley, separated at birth and each raised by one of their biological parents, discover each other for the first time at summer camp and make a plan to bring their wayward parents back together. And last but not least, we have Dance With Me. Rafael Infante comes to Houston from Cuba to work
Dirty
at
Dancing.
John Burnett's dance studio. He meets Ruby Sinclair. There's a lot of fucking names in this. A cute dance instructor there. Chemistry. Will John know he's Raphael's dad? That's just way too much fucking drama. Okay. So there you go. That's what we've got. We are starting at the bottom as always. Oz, you are going first.
Excuse me.
You know, history is bound to repeat itself here, and I'd be going to see Blade.
All righty. Joe.
Yeah, nothing on this list for me can compete with Blade, especially in the theater. So.
Yeah,
Blade.
If I'm paying for a theater experience, it's Blade.
All right, that's 2. Dusty.
I'm going to see the first 30 minutes of Blade, and then I'm leaving and going to watch Saving Private Ryan in the movie theater.
That's pretty fucked up. All right, Blake.
Well, if I'm going by myself, I'm going to go see Saving Private Ryan because I don't want to get angry in front of the people that go with me. Otherwise,
I don't want to get angry by myself.
I was going to get angry by myself. People just won't understand, so I can just take it out. But no, I think Blade all the way. I enjoy that movie a lot. It's just a fun movie, badass. You know, Wesley Snipes. I mean, there's no doubt. Blade.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I think to this day, I think Blade has the best opening of any movie. Now, right. Deadpool Wolverine got real close. It got real fucking close. Yeah, the opening of that movie goes pretty hard, but the opening of Blade is still the most badass opening to any movie ever.
The music's better in Blade.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That one dude, the chick brings the dude into the club and stuff, and like he totally thinks like he's made it, man. He's looking around, he's like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. And then all of a sudden the blood starts pouring out of the things, and he's like, oh shit, what did I get into? Like, yeah, this is yeah. She starts dancing with the other chick, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dance with both of them and stuff. And then they shove him to the ground. They're like, dude, all you are is a piece of meat, man. That's it. Yeah. You're food.
That is Tracy
The dude
Lords,
thought he had it made.
Yeah.
I was going to say, the dude thought he had it made because he went to a club with Tracy Lords. Like, he's like, oh, Tracy Lords, get me into the club. I got this. I'm getting laid tonight. And she was like, I'm sucking something, but it ain't that.
There you go.
All right. Let's see. Let's go through the chat. Starting with MJ. Well, we'll start with Jen. Jen said going to movies as a senior in high school. So this would have been 2 years after I graduated. MJ says, is this pre-tax evasion Blade? It is. It is.
I think it was during the time of
well, he was probably in the middle of debating, but they hadn't caught him on it.
He was using those vampire reflexes to evade the taxes.
Right.
There you go.
Bobbing and weaving.
Yeah. Dub3 says winner. I'm assuming that he's talking about Blade. El Tidy says saw Blade opening night on shrooms. So
right.
There you go.
All right.
Trevor says the porn version was shaving Ryan's privates. So
Cool. That's
Good to know. Good to
I'm
know.
With a blade.
Terrence had some nice things to say. He said this segment is his favorite. After lightning round, catalog review, payload, transmissions, and event horizon. So, after all of those,
That's a zinger. That's a zinger.
This one, Chef's Kiss, right?
Steph is all for going and watching Blade with Brett on Shroomplay apparently.
could you imagine sitting behind those two? Like it's just
fucking giggling.
Sitting in the theater listening to Grant.
Yeah,
I'd pay for that.
Freaks Figure says he's going with Blade. Jen says Blade is the only correct answer. That is right. Speaking Moistly says Blade for sure. Twizzler says Blade for sure. I think they might have one person running that both accounts.
For sure.
For sure. Terrence says there's something about Mary. There's something about you if you're choosing that over Blade.
Again,
Have you seen my baseball?
like,
yeah.
To
Go ahead
Terrence's
and watch
point, though,
this.
something about Mary is a funny show. It's not the one I'm going to go to the theater, but it's pretty hilarious.
right?
If
It's
somebody
funny,
here
but I
said
ain't
that they
paying
were
for it.
seeing Saving Private Ryan over Blade, I get it. I wouldn't do it, but I get it. If you're seeing as a movie going experience, we're not talking about something at home where you're having a few laughs and stuff. We're talking a movie going experience. You're choosing something about Mary over Blade. You got to reevaluate your life. I'm just gonna you need to take a serious look.
Turn over your man card.
Think about it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna big myself for a second. You just fucking time travel.
Rent time.
Okay, you used a time machine to go back in time. All right, this is big shit. You go into a theater and you're gonna watch something about Mary over Blade. Come on, man. Come on.
Doesn't even have boobies in it.
Yeah, get out of here. William says Saving Private Ryan. Freaks Figure says Parent Trap would be second. So after Blade. There we go.
So, my thing about that though, like Parent Trap, right? What is it? This would be the third release that movie had at this point. Because like it released once, like way back when it was like
versions.
black and white. Then it was the Olsen twins,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, really, you would spend money in the movie theater to go see that again when like 5 years earlier you probably could have had it on tape. When you people spend your money at the movies, it confuses me.
JG said that he saw Blade on Acid opening night. Can't say he remembers much and haven't seen it since. So
Jesus.
That says something, I guess.
there you go. Yeah, Blade is the clear-cut winner here. I mean, there's somebody wants to see another movie. That's their prerogative. But dude, Blade, come on,
Sure.
crazy.
Yeah, for a theater movie? Heck yeah.
William says Curtis has his own cute little opinions. That's cute. You know what else Curtis has? His own fucking show. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants. How about that?
Oh, when you're all grown up and you got your own show of your own, you can start flattening your lips.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Exactly.
Maybe I will, Dusty.
When that's the last comment of Williams that ever gets pulled up on the show, then he'll realize. No, I'm just kidding.
William who?
Exactly.
William got husted right on out of the chat.
Hustle.
All right, let's see. That brings us to primary objective. And we just have a small one here. It's not a lot. We don't have a big thing. Just something that had come up that I thought was interesting. Wanted to have a little discussion on. So over the past, I don't know, call it few years, handful of years, especially since COVID, we've seen a lot of these like straight to streaming release movies, right? So much so that like right now, last I saw, Adam Sandler was the highest paid actor, right? And he's only the highest paid actor right now because he's got this huge deal with Netflix that all of this stuff is going straight to Netflix. So recently, K-pop Demon Hunters, which we've talked about on here, has been rave reviews. It's got several songs in the top right now, including the one song that's number one, just like destroying the charts. And the movie is fantastic, so much so that they decided to give it a theatrical release, a sing-along theatrical release, which became number one at the box office this past week. So that because of that, now they're talking about possibly having some of these other streaming movies get a theatrical release. And one of the ones that came up was one that I know Dylan's talked about a lot on here, which is the upcoming Frankenstein movie. And I just, question that I posed to the group was like, do we think that this is potentially a new trend where if something does well streaming, that you may get a theatrical version of it? Because to me, I've always thought of it as, well, as soon as it's streaming, nobody's going to want to watch it at the theater because they can see it at home and it's more convenient. But there is something to be said for the whole theater going experience. We were just talking about that, right? So, and I think like Frankenstein's a great example of one that like you could see it at home and go, man, that was badass. I would have loved to see that on a big screen. And then, you know what I'm saying? So do we think this is a trend, or is this kind of a one-off unique thing that is not really going to become, more than what it is? So just open it up for discussion.
I think that if they feel like they can make money off of it,
they're
going to do it. And to me, anyways, it feels like I don't know if any of those Adam Sandler movies would be a great move to theaters. I've seen parts of quite a few of them. I know my girlfriend really likes to watch those, and they're good comedies, but I wouldn't be like, man, I want to see this on a big screen. But for any type of like action type movie, I think it's a great move. If people pay their money to get that theater experience with a movie that fits on the big screen, why not?
Right. I mean, there's been a couple that have come out in the past couple of years that were direct to streaming. And it could be because the last couple in the franchises before it didn't do as well in theaters. So I think they went straight. I'm speaking about two of my favorite franchises, Predator and Alien, right? Alien Romulus came out direct to Hulu, direct to streaming. Predator's Prey, again, direct to Hulu. The ones prior to
if they did a Prey in theaters,
right? Like I'd pay to go see that
for sure,
without a doubt. I loved both of those movies and thought it was great, and it was the first time neither of those movies were released theatrically.
Wasn't Prey originally supposed to be a theatrical release, and then like COVID had something to do with it?
No, Prey was never supposed to be a theatrical release. Prey was always planned to be a Hulu. It was the first Predator movie that was going to happen under the Disney banner, and it was always planned direct for Hulu. Just like Alien Romulus was always planned direct to Hulu, and that's why there was confusion about Alien Earth, because people were like, well, is it going to be a movie or is it going to be a series? Because they've been talking about doing both for a while. But yeah, that was always planned to be direct to Hulu.
I don't have any issue with going to see a streaming movie if, in the theater, if it was something that I was really interested in. That being said, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I think Joe nailed it. Like if it's an action movie, I think some of the let me just
action or sci-fi.
Let me break down my thought process on this. I think sometimes studios don't know what they have, right? So an example is this K-pop Demon Hunter is fucking blowing things away, right? It is Sony sold that to Netflix for $20 million. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. That is what you pay one actor for a movie, right?
Right.
Because they thought it was going to be something that was going to be big for 1 week, and then that was it. And meanwhile, it's just like destroying everything. Like it's the number one. It's now in the top 10 movies on Netflix right now. It has 2 spots on it because it has one for the regular and one for the sing along, and they're both like in the top 4 movies on Netflix right now. And it's been that way for like weeks. And it was just at the theater and was the number 1 movie in the theater, right? So I think sometimes they sell a movie or they put something to streaming because they don't know how good something is that they have it. And then when it takes off like this, I think it's good to have that, you know, where you could throw it in the theater and see how it does. And this has shown, I mean, if they put this in theaters and it didn't do anything, and it would have been like, well, that people already watched it and they can watch it at home. Why would they go to the theater? But the fact that it became #1 in the theater, I think sends a message to some of these studios that, like, you know, maybe you could do this with some more things and it'll actually sell. So,
right.
Yeah.
And Mike V dropped a comment in, you know, the chat talking about seeing a movie in theaters. I mean, it's why we go back to see movies that were already in theaters, right? Like going back to see Jaws. I know it was a big thing coming up. TMNT, the original Ninja Turtles movie.
dude,
First
yeah, we were
time
talking
back
about that
in
just
theaters.
recently, and I think isn't it Batman and Batman Returns was this past
be.
week or something like that? Like
Yeah,
where they were
Lord of the
playing a
Rings
back
is
to back
coming
with
up.
them. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of times it's fun because, like, there were movies that were definitely great experiences in theaters, and then over time, like, yeah, you can watch it again, but you're not getting that same theater experience again. It'd be great to be able to go back and do that, much like why we do this week in theaters. You know,
for sure. I you know, I even think like series, like
Yeah,
when
I
I,
was just going to touch on that. Yeah.
like if you told me that, let's say Hawkeye, I love Hawkeye, right?
It's so good.
When I saw the lineup that came out for the original series that they were going to do for Disney Plus for Marvel, I was like, WandaVision, fuck yeah, like, you know, Captain America, Winter Soldier, like all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, and then they had Hawkeye. I'm like, really, fucking Hawkeye? That series is awesome. And if I found out that they were playing that, like,
I like Imagine Dragons.
let's say Christmas Eve, they decided to play just like a Hawkeye in the theaters, I would 100% go to that. I would 100%. Or like, let's say in the summer, they're doing like a thing where they play like half of a Reacher series, right? And like you come back the next week for the other half or something. Like I could even see that doing well in theaters because there's just certain things that, yeah, it's cool to watch at home, but if you could see it on the big screen, it would be even that much better.
So to your point, Curse, I was just thinking about that. You know, like the movie Revenant. Obviously, that was a theatrical release in the theater. It was awesome. It was Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar, which is amazing that it took him that long to get an Oscar. He's had so many other wonderful roles. But then there's a series that came out on Netflix that I would love to see. I've watched it. It's like a 5-part miniseries. It's called American Primeval. It's actually done by this. That movie, that series is ridiculously like cinematic. It's very much like The Revenant. That would be if they said, "Hey, we're going to do, you know, American Primeval, and we're going to release it in 2 segments. We're going to do series 1, 2, and 3 this month, and then it's 3, 4, and 5 the next month." I mean, I'd be all in, and I think the cinematography in that is one of those ones that could stand up in the theater.
Yep,
for sure.
And Jen put in the chat too. She says they could put Stranger Things in theaters and people would go. I definitely would.
Yeah.
I'd love
I'd go
to
see
see that in the movies. That'd be
Put
I love
the series out and then save the finale for the
just
theater.
as I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be like anything with like really cool special effects, fight sequences, you know, anything like that. I think would do well. Like, you know, I love Ted Lasso. I love the series Ted Lasso. Like that would not be something I would want to watch in the theater, right? Like that's more of a from home. But yeah, like Stranger Things. Heck yeah, I'd watch that.
It's got a cinematic presence to it, like already, like something I could have, like if it had originally played in theaters, it's like, yeah, I probably would have went to go see that.
Can you imagine?
Stranger Things takes place like 30 miles from where I live.
Oh, really?
Nice.
That's very
Show me on the cup, Dusty. Show me on
So
the cup.
Yeah.
Pointed out on the bug.
Tell Dylan how far you are from
Things
it.
takes place here, and I live like up here.
But imagine that scene with the dude down there fucking playing master of puppets, like with all the fucking things flying at him and shit, like on the big screen.
Right.
But, dude. Yeah.
Right. Like
That
there
would
are
be
certain
kick-ass.
scenes in there that were made for the big screen.
Yeah.
I was looking for, do you guys remember the movie where the guys, they jump into the future to save the planet and they have to jump back? And that was like,
Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow. Terminal List. No, you're right.
Tomorrow
Actually,
War.
Dusty. Yeah, that one would be a great one. There's a lot of cinematography, creatures, like lots of fighting and stuff. I think that one would be great to bring to the screen too.
Yeah.
There's a lot there. I think we could probably come up with a big list.
See how it goes, but I feel like this has opened the doors for at least the possibility of, you know, some of this stuff, if it does well streaming, for them to throw it out there and for us to get a movie experience. Like one of the things, you know, I know we're going to get a theatrical release of the new Masters movie coming out, but originally they were talking about doing that as a streaming movie.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like straight to Amazon.
Yeah, if that was the case, if we were getting it as streaming and then this stuff was happening, it would give me hope that like I might get to see it on the big screen. I know like Dylan was pretty excited when we were talking about this week that like if there's a chance that you can see that Frankenstein on the big screen rather than just streaming, like that would just be really cool.
Right.
You'll go watch it like 10 times, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
This is why I have my own home theater room.
Well, and you know, it's funny too that like Terrence has brought it up in there talking about how like people have kind of no idea what's going on with some of the current Marvel movies. And yeah, a lot of that is because there are people that only go to see the Marvel movies. I don't know if they don't have Disney Plus or whatever, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has gone on with the series now that tie in so much with what's going on in the movies. If you haven't watched those series, you get a little lost in the sauce there with what's happening in the movies. You're like, well, who's this person? Who's that person kind of thing? Or what's going on with this? And I think that's
Falcon
one of the
Captain America.
Right. I think like for some people that has definitely kind of broken that like to go see the movies. Like I remember back, you know, people be going in to catch whatever the latest Marvel movie was 2 to 3 times, right? Like you'd be going to see it because you saw it once and you couldn't wait for it for a home release. You wanted to go see it again. And now it's like, you know, for some of them, it's been hard for them to pull people in just because they're kind of like, well, who are these other people and why do I care? Like, what's going on with their story? And it's a bit, you know, it's unfair to that average moviegoer that isn't signing up for Disney Plus to watch every little Marvel thing that comes out that tells you what's going on. They definitely need to have that distance, I think, a little bit with them.
Kevin here says movies have to be an event now to make money at the theater. And I think this is a good point because if you take something like the Frankenstein movie we're talking about or K-pop Demon Hunters and stuff, it doesn't have to make its money back at the theater, right? Like that's already happening with the streaming. Like the streaming is taking care of that part. This is just icing on the cake. This is just like, hey, we're going to release it for 1 week at limited theaters. And if you're interested, go. Now that becomes a thing. It's not like, hey, this thing's going to be at the theater for the next couple months. And if I feel like going, maybe I will, maybe I won't, whatever. It's like, if you want to go, this is your only opportunity to see it in the theaters. You better get your ass out there. And so now on top of the money that they've already made from the streaming part of it, now you get in this quick 1 week or 2 week cash grab from the theaters. You know, and you know, I think with that one, because there was that sing-along option, that does make it like I've seen some videos from it and stuff. Like people were going crazy in there, man. They were just like it was wild. It was like in game when Cap catches the fucking hammer and shit, right? Like where people just go like fucking ballistic. Like it's like that.
Very Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I miss about movies and theaters is I miss all the promotion that led up to the release.
Yeah.
I miss like the fast food restaurants having promotional items like
the Mountain Dew
toys. Yeah. You know,
you just don't get that kind of marketing anymore.
All that made movies bigger to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I remember when Batman '89 came out, and you could get all that promotional stuff that led up to that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give a shit about Batman when I was that age, but all that promotion that led up to that movie just made that movie I can't miss.
Right. I remember when
and they
Jurassic
just don't
Park
do
came
that
out.
Stuff anymore.
Right, like when Jurassic Park came out and like Batman Returns came out, those collector's cups that you could get. And I'm not talking about the glass ones, not just the glass ones, but like the actual just like fountain soda cups that you can get. I had the whole set of the Jurassic Park ones that had like the concept storyboard art on it. You know, like I remember all that stuff, and that was great, man. I love
to this
drinking out of those
day,
cups.
my car sitting in my driveway has a Darth Maul cup topper from Taco Bell sitting in the back garage.
Well, here's a small little list of blockbuster summer releases, and if you go back and think about these, think about how they reminded you of what you're talking about right now. So let's think about it. Independence Day. Wow. I remember some really cool marketing around that. Indiana Jones. Terminator, Judgment Day. I was super excited. The marketing that came out with Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I mean, I went and saw that movie in the theater
music
3 times.
videos.
That fucking video game is one of the best video games. The arcade game with the guns.
Oh, yeah.
Like
With the
one of the best arcade games of all time.
Yeah. How about Top Gun? I mean, come on. Like summer release. Spider-Man.
That whole thing was just a scam from the government to try to get people to sign up for the fucking Air Force or for the Navy. So
try to simulate recruiting. Yeah.
Yep.
So you had stuff like that. The Fugitive, Harrison Ford. That was a great show. That wasn't a blockbuster, but it was still a good show.
Care. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
I
love that fucking line.
Man.
Dude, Tommy Lee Jones kills that part. Like that is
I don't care.
Like listen, my job is not to care whether you're guilty. I just got to bring your ass in. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter.
I didn't kill my wife.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Fucking love it.
Apollo 13, Rambo, you name it. These are blockbusters that you remember. There was a lot of, like, to your point, marketing. There was a lot of hype. The theaters went out of their way. There was like different things that happened. I kind of like the same thing I talked about before with Toys R Us. A lot of people wanted to blame Toys R Us going out of business because of Amazon or Walmart or whatever. Toys R Us shot themselves in their foot because they stopped making that experience happen. They stopped making things about where you go in and have an art contest, color Jeffrey Giraffe, and you win a $500 shopping ticket for Christmas, or come see this special release, or there's a Transformer showing up. Get your Transformer release, you can meet Starscream, stuff like that. They used to do all that. When companies stopped innovating, as well as the theater industry, they stopped innovating around making it an experience, not just a quick viewing thing you do. They're losing people, and this is where the streaming's picking up. So,
and I gotta say,
I think their answer to that right now, which I think, listen, I may get some heat on this, but I think their answer to this, which I think is dumb, is the whole fucking popcorn bucket thing. Like that's their.
Hey,
that's
I can go in the door. I can buy a popcorn bucket and not buy a ticket, though. Like that's not a great answer. What I think they're trying to do to compete is they are trying to deliver an experience that you cannot get at home. Right. And that's really what you want. Like Dusty, you said you got a home theater at home, so you don't need to go to the theaters. When we just went to go see Fantastic Four a couple of weeks ago, we got, I forget what they called these seats or whatever. It was like an XD seat or something like that. Fourth dimension, I think is what they're calling this.
Is that where they like rumble under your ass?
4D.
Yeah. Not only did it rumble, but like as the Fantastic Car or as the spaceship was doing this in space, so the fuck was our seats, and it shocked the hell out of me and Connor.
4DX.
Like we're sitting there, the 4DX. We're just sitting there like enjoying the movie, and it's rumbling. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of cool. And then like the first time it banked hard to the left or hard to the right, and we did too.
And Oz made Coco in his pants.
I totally made a pocket Coco right then and there.
Pocket Coco.
And you
drop some mud.
Totally. And then Dylan possessed me, and I started flinging it at the screen. It was crazy.
Whoa.
But
Jen, it does feel like the popcorn things work. I don't know the numbers. I don't know how much they're putting into it versus how much they're getting out of it. I see people get excited over. I think it's dumb as shit. Like I look at it and I'm like, you paid that much for that piece of shit, and what are you going to do with it now? Like
that price is way too high for that.
But it's like
it's
like this theater has this one and this here, and it's like they're each trying to Like they know
Said all I gotta
if
do
you're
is
going to
turn around
watch
to
it,
all of
you're probably only going to watch the movie once, and they want to get you into their theater versus the other guy, and so they like got competing popcorn buckets now, and it's like, okay, I don't know.
And most of the theaters don't even get that stuff, or they get so few that
Right,
if you
by
don't
the
go
time
to the
I get
first
there,
showing on the opening night,
there's no point.
you're not
You
getting
can,
one.
like I said, I've gone in and like you can go in and you can buy the popcorn buckets without even needing to buy a ticket. Like I've walked right through past the little ticket booths, walked right over to their concessions, bought the popcorn bucket, and walked out the door. And you got people who are going in there now because, again, just like every collectible thing out there, there are the scalpers who are going
That's
in
what I've heard. I've
and
not
buying.
dove into that, but I hear there's scalpers or there's people that, yeah, that's all they're doing.
Like I was trying to get the Xenomorph head because, again, I'm a huge Xenomorph fan, and like
Those
I
things
couldn't get it.
scare me.
Man, I went to every, I think it was like Cinemark. I went to all the Cinemarks around, could not get it, or it might have even been like the AMC theaters. Couldn't find it. Went online, and you could see them like the next day. And like people were charging like $120 for these things. And as much as I love the Xenomorph, nah, I'm not
Curtis,
paying
let
that
me
much
ask you
for
a question.
popcorn.
You're going to see the Motu movie in theaters, and you can buy a Fisto popcorn bucket where it's just a fist, and you pour the popcorn in there, and then you eat all the popcorn out, and you can put the fist on your arm, and you can walk out with the Fisto fist, and it's $25. You're not buying that?
No, I'm not even thinking about it.
I'm so disappointed.
Not.
I'm gonna tell you.
I would look at. Here's what I would do. I would look at it and I would go, okay, that one's $25, and then here's the regular popcorn bucket.
That's
holds
$20.
Twice as much stuff, and it's $15. I'm gonna get that one. So, Blake, did you say you had something?
Yeah, I have something I was going to show you. So, to me, those popcorn buckets, I think they're kind of crap. I think they're like not worth a lot. But then you get something like this, and I've had these for a long time. I've actually just found out that I still had them, and one of these here is for
We got
somebody.
Blake's money shot.
There you go.
One of these is for someone on the screen, and you're going to know who it is for right away.
Blake's money shot in space.
These are popcorn buckets. The 3D.
Wow.
That's a popcorn bucket, and that's
cool.
Joe.
Awesome.
Joe, I picked this up. I have this for you, Joe. I'm sending this out to you, brother.
Oh, wow.
That's cool though,
Thanks,
because
Blake.
it's like an actual
Appreciate it.
bucket that
Right.
just has like some cool design on it. It's not some weird fucking thing. Yeah.
And there are versions like that too. Like I know one of the alternate ones that came out for Ghostbusters was like the Slimer, right? It was just a topper that kind of goes over top of your regular popcorn bucket,
Yeah.
and you had to reach into Slimer's mouth to pull out, your popcorn. And it was great for Connor. My big hand wasn't fitting in that thing, but Connor loves it and he's got it at home.
See,
And
that's
then,
cool, Blake. I like that.
Sean hooked us up with the ghost trap. Kind of see it right behind where my finger's at. The coolest thing about that is like if you want to like a decent looking ghost trap prop, it's not bad. And I put that Slimer that I had in there.
Kevin says the Gladiator popcorn bucket was a Coliseum, and you could use your phone to do AR. I don't know what AR is. What is it?
You can so you could take your
Alternate
phone.
reality.
Yeah,
okay.
put like the characters like right in your living room or wherever you were at.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat
Yeah.
idea.
That's what he was saying. Like inside the Coliseum, you could do the AR and there would be a
Yeah,
fight.
this one,
in there.
they did that with this one, the volume 2 one, and then they had the AR with the ticket. But yeah, I mean, and these are all like 3-dimensional, like they're raised, they're like punched, they're metal, but this is quality. Like, and these were like 1/3 of the price.
Terrence wants an Evelyn cleavage bucket.
Best popcorn's at the bottom.
How much popcorn fits in Evelyn's cleavage? I don't know that it's much. I'm thinking you're getting really shortchanged on popcorn on that.
But would it be worth $25, Curtis?
You motorboating son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. So I just thought this was cool, as far as the streaming thing to movies. But yeah, it does feel like things have to be like an event. And then like then there's what is it? The Kevin Costner thing where they tried to break it up into 2 movies, and they were gonna I thought that was a really cool concept, and then it just fucking bombed, man.
The Western one,
yeah, where it was like they were gonna release the one, and then like a month and a half or 2 months later, like the other, it was like back to back, right? Like it wasn't like you're having to wait another 2-3 years to get the sequel or get to the the next part. I thought that was a really cool concept, and I didn't see it. I don't know anybody that saw it.
Right.
I get maybe it just wasn't really good. I don't know, but it did terrible. So,
and I don't even want to watch it because now they've said they're not even going to release the second part of it. So
yeah, so
I won't even watch it on streaming now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jen says boobs for $25. Easy sell.
Easy.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll sell mine for 15.
Awesome. Anything else on whether it's the streaming to the theaters or theaters in general or anything like that for the primary objective?
No, I think we
I don't
covered a
even
lot.
watch movies, so
Yeah, Joe doesn't watch movies anyway. So, so I'm looking at these books that I got, not real books, but like these what all of them have like these like little designs and stuff on them and shit, but then there's one that actually has words on it, and it says Paul Havens set. It's like Set Chiave Balabad. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it actually has words. Like the rest of them just have designs and stuff, and then this one has like nonsensical words. So interesting. All right. Let's see. We did primary objective. That leaves us with where are we at? Lightning round.
lightning round.
We're at lightning round. I've got a couple. Blake, anybody else got any?
No, I want. Yeah, I think I have one, but I want yours first, Curtis. I want to see because I know what they are.
Blake, do you have one that you haven't done before?
Hey, I've been batting 100 on that. Back off. Because you know Terrence going to be all over my ass in the chat.
So this one is kind of around, and I don't think he's still watching. I know my son was watching earlier, but I don't think he's watching now. So he now gets video games, and he'll like beat it within like 2 days, right? And I see it, and like I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's good at what he's doing on the game and stuff. But I look at it and I go, if you had to play the games that we played, you would throw the fucking controller. You would be so angry. And so that got me thinking, like, what is like one game that you wanted to like, but because of the difficulty, you just couldn't like?
Oh, that's easy. Dragon's Lair.
Well, we'll start with Dusty. Tell us why, Dusty.
Dragon's Lair, dude. If you didn't know like the timing and everything of that game, you could not proceed in any way, shape, or form. You had to hit a certain button a certain way at a certain time, or that game did not continue. And if you didn't know that, and you just went in and put your 50 cents in because it was always twice as much as all the other games, and you didn't know that, you couldn't even get past like the first obstacle, let alone get further in the game. So if you just went in there like, I'm going to hit these buttons and
guns a-blazing,
I'm going to jump over this and I'm going to hit that, nah, that ain't how that game worked.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some kids that would go to the arcade to play like Mortal Kombat and just like mash the shit out of the buttons and win.
Yeah,
like, this isn't that game.
Hey, roll.
Yeah, it's
and I wanted to love that game because I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved the graphics. I loved the imagery. I loved everything about it, but I could not freaking play it.
Joe.
God, I'm just racking my brain. I can't think of any. Usually
you just destroyed them all, huh?
No, it's not that, but that was part of the fun of the games, right? Was like overcoming the difficulty. I don't just play games either. Like I have to like something about the game before I play it. So nothing jumps to mind that of a game that I was like, this is just so difficult that I can't.
Dude, I got a fucking
like
list.
It.
So
I can't.
I'll
I
make
can't
up
think.
for whatever
Maybe come back to me. Maybe I'm
Okay.
racking my brain trying to think of something. Nothing's
All right.
coming to mind.
Oz.
All right, so it took me about 25 years to beat this game, but the original Metal Gear.
That's a tough one.
Only because I didn't realize that by listening to fucking Big Boss, he was actively trying to kill me. So if you go through and you ignore a lot of the shit that he sends you to do, that game gets significantly easier. But yeah. And I'm seeing Crom 316 mention Ninja Gaiden Black. Honestly, most of the Ninja Gaiden games, period, like all the way back. I remember sitting there.
That was
for
going to
like
be my honorable mention as any of the Ninja Gaiden games.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden. That was
especially like when they had the
God.
thing where like you had to jump back and forth between the wall to try to climb up the wall. And
man,
like the wall would be just far enough that like if you didn't time it perfectly, like you like basically came back down, and then you had to go back up. It is like, dude, this is just stupid. Like, give me a fucking ladder or something. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
like I'm a ninja. You're telling me this ninja can't scale a wall? Like I've got to do this jump back and forth thing and keep falling.
Well, and like any of the Mega Mans for the regular Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Mega Man. It's another one. Super hard.
Well, my answer is the same one as speaking moistly here. Ghosts and Goblins, dude. I wanted to like that game. I really did.
Amen.
I really wanted to like that game, and I tried and tried. That game is so fucking hard. And to who was it? Was it Jen earlier? That you didn't have like save points, right? It was just like if you die, you're starting over. Like, that's it. And it's like, dude, no.
Any game that was like that.
You were lucky.
Fuck this.
You were lucky if it gave you the little passcode after you completed a section.
Yeah.
So that you could load it back up. I'm pretty sure that's one of those reasons that like I didn't just brick most of my systems after playing a Mega Man game as a kid.
Yep. I mean, just fucking terrible, man. So yeah, Ghosts and Goblins was mine. What about you, Blake?
I would go with, so Ninja Gaiden was the one I was going to come up with, and I agree with Dusty. That game is super hard, but I'm going to go with Contra. Contra is another, Contra and Contra Hard, I think it was. Those are really...
I mean, if you don't use the code, sure.
Right. If you didn't pop the code in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, like, you're not going to go using the code.
But then again,
Well, I use the code every fucking time. Like dude... I would pull my hair out if I didn't use the code.
It's not as fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's after. Go ahead. No, I'm good.
I was just gonna say, like, after they gave out the Game Genie, like, yeah, sure, you pop the Game Genie on there. Just about any game you popped in was gonna be stupid easy. My cousin was one of those kids. My cousin used to love using the cheat codes and putting in the Game Genies. And I was like, yeah, but try to do it without them. Like, just
exactly. Yeah, that's the whole.
Do it without them.
Dude, there's some that like if I'm playing Doom, like, dude, I'm using God mode. Like, if I don't have God mode on, fuck that. I ain't playing.
If I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I can put in the one button fatalities. I'm putting that code in.
Crom saying Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil. It wasn't even that the game was hard. It was that third person aiming. Like the zombie would jump out of an armoire or something, and you're just like trying to aim at it. Just the control was shitty.
That was one of the things I always said about that. Is everybody was like Resident Evil 4 was like that first time they really kind of streamlined the controls for a Resident Evil game. And everybody said they stopped being scary after that. And I was like, yes, part of the reason you were so fucking scared is because no matter how good you are at shooting a gun, you could not shoot that gun straight.
Well, you'd be in a room facing one way, and then you'd run into the hallway, and they would change the direction of the camera. So
Even
your
then,
gun is, you're just like, where the fuck am I
You'd
pointing?
think you had it pointed at him, and you shoot, it's going like 2 feet to the left, and you're just like, what the crap?
Yeah, let's talk about shitty control systems, no doubt.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you,
But you know
another game that I absolutely freaking love everything about, except there's one level that you just, no matter what you do, you can't get past it, and it ruins the game because of it. And that was Battletoads on NES.
Oh, Battletoads is ridiculous.
So freaking fun. Laugh your ass off the whole time you're playing the game. And there's one level where you're riding on sleds and you have to make all these different jumps and you got to get the timing just right. And it's impossible to get past that level. And it makes the game, once you get to that level, it's like just hit the reset button and start over again.
Mike says, give him ET from Atari.
I put in the way to beat that on the very next answer, too.
Nice.
Okay.
Like everybody gets the very first part of the game, everybody falls into the damn hole.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no instruction on how to get you out of that damn hole. But if you push up on the joystick, his neck starts to elevate up. And you can get out the fucking hole. But there's no tutorial, right? There was no tutorial of the game.
Yeah, you didn't have that shit back in the day. Well, and there was no like YouTube or Google either, right? Like
you couldn't just look this up.
You couldn't just like, hey, I'm having trouble on this level.
Nintendo
Tell me how to get by. If one of your like 4 friends that you knew in your life didn't know the answer, you're just done. You can't play that game anymore.
The answer was to get a Nintendo Power magazine.
But even then, they didn't have Nintendo Power when the time ET came out. Like, that wasn't a thing yet. And, that was the craziest part about that. Like, that's how you're supposed to get past that first part of the level. And that is literally the game that killed the Atari system. They made more copies of that game because it was going to be such a big hit because of how big the movie was with the kids. They made more copies of the game than they did consoles of Atari in production. And it killed the system.
Jen says make him play Pitfall on Atari.
Oh my God, I love Pitfall. And Pitfall was on in television. That's what it was on. And I loved Pitfall.
Had just that little bit of extra
it was on
memory
Atari as well.
Terrence says he still has PTSD from Pitfall.
It made me want to
scared of the gators.
Yeah, I wanted to go explore jungles forever after playing the game.
My V says Frogger. Especially when the cars start going really fucking fast. Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Why is it that I enjoyed the original Frogger like that with the ass graphics, and then when they kept trying to come out with newer versions of it later, where things actually kind of looked like a frog and everything else, and I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. Give me the shitty graphics again.
Let's see, Tron arcade game. I didn't even know there was a Tron arcade game.
Yeah, there was.
Had a lot of neon lights on it. Had a light up joystick.
Was it tough?
Yeah, from what I played, it was pretty tough. Yeah,
especially considering you were popping quarters in there.
Chris, ColecoVision. There you go.
Yeah,
hey, Chris.
ColecoVision.
Chris pops in. That's nice.
Yeah. Yep. Another one that just frustrated the shit out of me was the swimming level in TMNT. Like the fucking
that's an all-time.
The original TMNT game, right?
Dude,
yeah.
Like trying to defuse those bombs and the fucking the electrode things are hitting you and fucking
not even just that,
and wasn't that one that when you got killed you had to start completely over again as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was no continuing that one. But just even if you make it out of that, because like they have several of those sequences and they kind of progressively get harder. But like just trying to fight the enemies as you're going on, like if you didn't pick Donatello or Leonardo, you were basically done because Mikey and Raph had like absolutely no reach at all. Like you had to wait until the enemies were like right there on you, hitting you.
That's the reason Donatello's my favorite turtle, is just because he had that long reach with the fucking bow. You just like climb up on something high and just go. Doop, doop,
yeah, you could do the downward or the upward.
Like
what were you doing there, Curtis?
Raphael sucks on that game. Like Raphael is the worst on that game.
These are getting clipped for Purple Gang Gang.
Oh, no kidding.
Like,
Like what the fuck is that doing? Like you got to wait till they're right on you, and
yeah, you're basically getting hit before you even have a chance to attack with Raph. Mikey was slightly better than Raph, but we're talking like minuscule. That first Ninja Turtles game was just ass. Period.
Just for everyone's information, you can go on Atari.com right now and get a Pac-Man edition classic Atari console and controller right now. Not cheap, but it's cool as shit looking.
I've already got like a little thing that looks like a Game Boy, or
you can just go to Jen's house because she said she played.
There you go.
So yeah,
there you go.
Go to Jen's house.
Give us directions on the cup, Jen.
Yeah, there you go. Crom, hot take here, says he'd rather shove a Rubik's Cube up his ass than play Kid Icarus.
Why?
So,
I mean, to each their own, but
yeah, I mean, whatever you enjoy, man, that's fine.
Terrence says
we're not kink
TNC
shaming here.
surfing.
So
I think it has rounded edges.
Yeah, Town and Country Surfing, man. I remember playing that game, and that was another one where it was like, what was it? They were like, because they did a couple of things. There was like a skateboarding level and a surfing level and all like that. And honestly, like, I remember going into the surfing level and just like crashing out on the wave immediately. Fuck that.
I think the real question is, could Crom solve a Rubik's Cube while it's up his ass? That's the question. All right, so that was my lightning round.
He'd be popular if he could.
I'll hit him with the second lightning round, and you finish it off, Blake. Does that work? You come into the close. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Second lightning round, starting with Oz. Favorite promotional movie item of all time.
Damn.
Ooh. Favorite? What was that?
Promotional movie item. So something that they've had at like a restaurant or a store or something at the theater itself. Some sort of, they're trying to sell the movie. They put this thing out and you're like, yes, this is it.
Oh, I know what it is. Okay.
You want me to start with you, Blake, and work around? Oz looks like it needs time to think.
Nah, you know what? I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay. That Xenomorph head, because that was really cool. Like the Xenomorph head.
Let's gotta think of something cool now.
I'm sorry, Blake. Quit liking all the same shit I do.
Dusty takes my damn video game, Dragon's Lair. You take my freaking Xenomorph head.
Yeah, it was a freaking cool ass promotional item, and like,
yeah, it was really cool.
In fairness, I wasn't going to start with Dusty. He just shouted it out. So.
No, he's got a good one. That was actually my choice.
All right, Joe.
So I don't even remember what fast food restaurant it was, but when the Willow movie came out, I got these plastic cups that were color change. If you put a cold drink in them, like spells or something would appear. And my mom never throws anything away. She still has them to this day. And I freaking loved those color change. They were just like plastic cups with like drawings of the movie scenes on there. But we went and watched that movie. I love the movie. Then we went to, it was like a Wendy's or something. And I got those color change plastic Willow cups. And I was just like in freaking nerd heaven. And I was young too. So when that came out. So yeah, the color change Willow cups.
All right. Dusty.
Oh man. I would have to say it was the combination of the Burger King Lord of the Rings goblets that had the LED lights.
Those are cool.
Of them. And then they also had the figures on the little triangle Dio floors. And if you got all the figures and the ring, it made a big circle. And you had one of each of the characters. And in the center, you had the one ring.
Nice.
And for a long time, my ex-wife worked at Burger King. I had the entire store display that had like a big cardboard, and it had like a Hobbit hole that looked like a Hobbit.
She got it in the divorce, or
no? I ended up just getting rid of it because it was in the way all the time because it was huge.
she's like, I know he loves this display. I'm fucking taking it.
Taking it. My precious.
All right, Blake, what do you got? You got a backup answer?
Nope, I don't. I'm going with the Xenomorph. I'm sticking with that one.
Okay. I'm gonna go Batman Forever crystal glasses from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was your favorite one?
Those are cool, actually. Wow, yeah.
Probably Batman himself, but they were all cool, man. I loved the fact that it had like that embossed, thing on it. Like it felt real good on my lips, especially if you had a cold drink in there.
I liked the Two-Face one because the handle was the coin flipping.
Yeah, I like the Two-Face one as well, just also because it was like a Tommy Lee Jones cup.
It was just like super cool ones. But I also,
those were great.
My grandma would get, like, when I would go visit her in the summer and stuff, and like it was the only time she ever went McDonald's was when I came to visit in the summer and stuff. And she would go and they would have like the Muppet glasses and that kind of stuff there, and like the Star Wars. Remember all those glasses that like you see now if like you go to like a thrift store or an antique store, they got like all those glasses. She had like all of those, and they were great. But I think that my favorite of all of them was that Batman Forever one. So
before Joe goes, let me just add, I loved the McDonald's plates that you got for like Christmas, Halloween, all that. I still have one from Christmas, and I wish I had a bunch more of those. I loved those plates when I was a kid.
Those were cool.
Those didn't really have anything to do with movies, but I always did love those.
You know where my favorite glasses was it Pizza Hut that had those like red glasses that were like with the like I don't know, ripples on the outside or whatever.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those things. But we got it. We got everybody.
You could probably still find some in an abandoned Pizza Hut.
Probably.
Go digging through there, man.
Angie and I are gonna when we get married.
Okay. This is how you get kids to read, folks. This is coming from somebody that doesn't read. But back in the day, I would read. And you know why I'd read? Because I would get a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. I read enough books.
I love it.
And they would bring it out the fucking skillet that they cooked it in that is like 5,000 degrees and put it right in front of you. And they would go, "That's hot," and then walk away. And you're still going to touch it because the pizza's in there, right? And they didn't care. They just put this whole fucking skillet. They didn't scoop it out of the skillet and then put it onto a plate and bring it to you. They brought the whole fucking skillet and put it right in front of you. And it's like, by the way, that's hot. And just fucking walked off for you to burn yourself.
And you could think the dumbass that spilled hot coffee from McDonald's, why that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh man, that was great though. I love that. You get enough stars on the board, you'd be like, fucking, you have to come in, read your book report and stuff, and they put a little star on the board, and like you get enough stars, and then you get that little fucking thing, get the personal pan pizza. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. So all right. Anything else? We got Blake's lightning round.
So do you guys, starting with Joe, and this, I know where Joe's going with this one. This is going to be an easy one for him, but should social media have a daily limit of posting?
Should they have like individuals?
Yeah.
I don't know if I look at social media enough to have an opinion on that.
That's why I said this one's going to be an interesting one for Joe, because I don't see you doing it.
Yeah, for me personally, it wouldn't be a problem, but No, I guess not.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I'm informed enough to have a real strong opinion on that.
It's America. You don't need to be informed to have an opinion.
And it's also OffWorld, so you don't need to either here.
Right. Hell yeah, limit everybody, man. It's not that they should limit the amounts, but if you post more than 2 posts a day, you should have to pay a fee.
Well, there you go. So this is that question. So
Yep. That's the American way. If you want to post more than twice, you got to pay, brother.
oof, that'd be a lot on the screen. We'd be broke. Oz?
You know, once upon a time, they used to have limits like that because they would flag your account as spam. Unfortunately, it seems that they forgot about that. Now I've got, honestly, like, if I start to see a lot of crap like that, I just kind of like whatever the 3 little dots are, and I can say, no, I don't need to see more posts by this person. But it'd be nice if they could bring that back a little.
Cool. Curtis?
No. Here's what they should do. They should look at all the posts that you submit for a month, right? And then file some of them in this category, which is you were uplifting people. You were congratulating them on something, telling them something positive, sharing some experience, commenting on somebody's stuff to uplift them. And then you got this category where you were upset of something, you were angry, you were tearing somebody down, you're just being a complete asshole. And if this category is greater than this category, you don't get to post for the next month. If this category was greater and you were doing more positive and uplifting people and adding value to the world, you get to do it next month as well. These people need a timeout. That's what I would say.
Okay. That's fair. Dusty?
Assholes should not have free reign over anything. So I completely
are you talking about me, or are you talking? What are you?
Calling you out, Curtis.
Assholes should not have their own YouTube shows.
Yeah. Is this because I told William that he doesn't have his own show?
Yeah. Well, I think that should you have a daily limit? I like what you said, Curtis. I really do. I think there's a point to that. Like if you are using social media as a positive influence or just communicating in a respectful way, and not getting corrosive, then I don't think there should be a limit. But then again, you can also deep dive and say at what point under a freedom of speech, First Amendment, are you teetering on where you're telling somebody whatever? So it's kind of a weird subject. This was actually
that's where the block button comes in really handy.
I think so. Here's something that I asked somebody to do a while back. Take a look at your own stuff. Take a look at your own post and look at the last 10 things that you posted in a group, or the last 20 things that you posted in the group, or the last however many things that you commented on. Are the majority of them positive, or the majority of them negative? And if the majority of them are negative, then you got to wonder, is this the right place for you? It's kind of like if you walk into work every day and you bitch about your job, why are you still going? There's other jobs. You can find another job somewhere else, right? So either find ways to enjoy your job or move on to a different job, right? Same thing about Facebook groups and things like that. Like if I see people in the cabal, I'm just going to call it out. I'm not going to try to make any bones about it. I'm an admin over there. I see it. And if all you ever do is bitch about the toy line, why are you in a fan group for the toy line? You know what I'm saying? Like if all you do is bitch about it, then maybe find a different toy line. We're in a golden age of toys. If you are that upset about the toy line, go find a different one, right? And if you're not angry, then find ways to be positive, to choose positivity. There's a great video out there that is shared in kind of management circles and stuff called Fish. Blake, you probably know what I'm talking about. It is from the Seattle Fish Market. And these guys get up before the sun is out, go into work in and deal with fish, smelly ass fucking fish. And it sounds like it would be a terrible job. And it's heavy lifting and it's dealing with customers and all this kind of stuff. And they have a fucking blast. Like these guys go in there and they choose to be happy all day long. They sing songs and they make jokes and they're throwing fish across the market and just having a great time. They go into work and choose to make it a great day. That it's just an attitude that they choose when they wake up in the morning. And that's what I think people need to do more of in this world, is just wake up and choose to accept the positive and find the positive in life. Walk out your front door and look up and see that the sky is blue and clouds are out there and they look beautiful. And there's a tree across the way that's really coming in nice and it looks amazing. You see, somebody walking their dog and they're just having a good time. Find the beauty in this world. There's a lot of it out there. Don't dwell on the negativity. Evaluate yourself. Take a look at what you're doing and ask, are people having more fun? Are people enjoying their life more because you're in it or not? And if it's not, maybe make some changes.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you said. That's why I asked this question.
Says that after bashing William on our poor William on our channel.
Yeah, but that's one. It's one. Right, it's one person. If I uplift 20, I can sacrifice one
for the greater good. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
I have a buddy that started working
doesn't mean anything by it.
A guy that worked for Honey Pot. So Honey Bucket is a
Honey Pot is something else.
Yeah, not Honey Pot. Honey Bucket. He started working for one of those porta potty companies where he sucks the shit out of the porta potties and he puts new chemical in there, right? Mm. The average person would look at that job and go, no pun intended, this is pretty shitty. And they would go to work, but he has a blast. And you're right. It's all about how you choose to go into it with your mental thought process. And I thought this was an interesting question to bring up because social media is a very large vessel for happiness or a very corrosive vessel for anger and negativity. And you have to get on there and choose which way you want to impact, not yourself, but the people around you in your community and all the people that follow you or may stumble across your information. So,
social media is the prime example of you get out of it what you put into it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but this, Dusty, you can put something good into it and somebody can spin it around and turn it into a bunch of shit too. So,
and that's where you use that block button.
Yep. Or the unfriend. I unfriend you. So yeah. But anyways, cool. Thanks. I thought that was a fun question. A little more deeper, not as lighthearted, but
I like it. You got anything else, Blake? Or is that it?
Well, I got one other one. So ended on a more of a fun kind of go back. So if you could pick any record album out there, CD, I don't care what generation from, 8-track, whatever, what would be your favorite one that has the most amount of hits on it that you enjoyed? Well, let's start with Dusty.
Ooh, I mean, there's so many.
Yep. But the one that you go to, the one that, like, if, the house is burning, you had one record to pull out there that you just love that has the most amount of hits, like it's from, song number 1 to song number 8. They're all bangers.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my actual record collection as a base here, and out of my actual record collection, the one I'm grabbing is Prince's Purple Rain.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
solid.
It's a good album.
That'd be the one I'd save, and I love that album too because the album cover is actually on the album itself.
Yeah, that's a good one. Cool. Let's go down to Joe.
It's been so long since I listened to just an album that I'm not sure it would. I don't know if I could name a specific one. It would probably be a Led Zeppelin album.
Okay.
I love Zeppelin.
Which one of the Zeppelin albums do you recall being your favorite?
See, I don't know. like I said, it's been so long since I listened to something as an album, you know, just probably since high school. Because even one of the first things I did when I got a job was buy a CD changer, and it was 5 CDs, and I'd put that bitch on random, just juggle everything around. So
weren't those things great? The CD changers, man. You just throw some shit
man,
in.
I loved them back in the day.
I really dig those.
One of my favorite stories, party stories, is because of a CD changer. Because I mostly listen to heavy metal music. We had a party and we were drinking, and a buddy of mine had a little too much, and he actually passed out in my bathtub. And then a different friend snuck the La Bamba soundtrack into the CD changer, and all of a sudden we're listening to all this like heavy metal, and La Bamba starts playing, and my buddy comes running out of the bathroom, like he looks scared, and he goes, "Oh shit, I thought I woke up at a different party." So he thought he passed out and woke up at a different party because La Bamba was playing. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So Led Zeppelin album would be your first choice.
Led Zeppelin. You really can't go wrong. Really.
No, you can't.
I mean, not with Zeppelin, any of them.
How about you, Oz?
Any album by Tool.
No, you like Tool, huh? That's 1 year. Nice. Right on. Curtis?
Well, I've got 2 answers. One is for me, and one is for this guy Brandon, his dad. I don't even know Brandon, but I'm gonna give that answer. I'll do mine first. Mine would be Foreigner. The record is Records. It's called Records. 1982 album, which is fantastic, top to bottom. But for Brandon's dad, who I don't know, it would be this little story. It says, one time my friend Brandon's dad and his mom were having a heated argument in the car, and she took out his Kid Rock CD out of the player and threw it out the window. With rage, he looked at her dead in the eye, pulled a second copy of the same CD out, and put it back in the player.
That's awesome.
So that is awesome.
That's when you know you like an album. You got a backup
when you've got a backup copy. Yeah.
Me and my buddies, when we'd go to like Sam Goody or whatever, looking for new music, because we were always looking for new music. We would buy CDs sometimes just based on the album cover or what we might have heard from somebody or whatever. But we actually had a habit of, we'd put the CD in, we'd give you 2 tracks. If you didn't catch our attention after the first 2 tracks, we would take the CD out, break it in half, and throw it out the window.
Wow. Better be a good start to the record. Yeah.
And in his
don't accidentally put the B-side on first.
In his tattoo shop, we had a 27 by 40 poster frame that had a bunch of broken CDs in it.
That's awesome. What about you, Blake?
So I have 2. So music's interesting. I think it's very simple with a lot of people. It's very emotional, or it's very whatever your state of mind is. So that kind of shifts around. There's a lot of good albums depending on how you feel at the moment. But I would have to go back and say that Def Leppard's Hysteria album for me was huge. I think that album bangers from the beginning to the end. I don't think there's one track on there I'd either skip, fast forward, or whatever.
Hysteria is on my playlist in my car right now.
Nice. And then if I had to go a little bit newer, I'm just going to throw a little bit nuance. Master of Puppets by Metallica. I got to have Master of Puppets. Is just like that beat gets me going.
You can't really call that newer, though.
Well, newer than Def Leppard Hysteria, but
not much newer.
So yeah,
You're still showing your age.
True.
Yeah, both those are great though. If I was to pick a second one, I would probably do Ozzy Osbourne, No More Tears. Love that fucking album. So good.
That's a great album.
Yeah.
So Jen's got a good point too. Like it goes back to, so she called like the Gladiator soundtrack. I think that's awesome. Often around the house when I'm doing stuff, working on figures, setting up new diodes, do whatever I'm doing with my collection. I love to turn on the Braveheart album, the soundtrack for Braveheart. I don't know what it is. It's a very Celtic, it's very, I don't know. It makes me feel very like, chill.
Jesse listens to a lot of soundtracks. Like that's one of his favorite
Crow
things.
soundtrack's another good one.
Yep.
Yeah, soundtracks are great.
Philadelphia Tenement Blues is still on my playlist too. From that.
How about Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack? There you go.
Wait. I want to change my answer because Dub brought up Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies, which is a fantastic album. But Dirt has got to be one of my favorite albums from start to finish. Like every song on that album is amazing. Yeah. Amazing. So I am changing my answer. Yeah.
That's how I feel about every Breaking Benjamin album. Every really single one of their albums is great from start to finish.
And Kevin, you're right. I did. I'm just like working with my figures, and I hear that's that scene when the stupid British asshole slices William Wallace's wife's throat and right in the middle. I mean, I feel the rage, and I just sit there and I'm like, freedom! And I'm like, I'm in it. So I love that. I love that soundtrack. There's something about that movie. We've talked about it in movies. Just love it.
Just wanted to show this is, I've been working on this as we've been talking, and this is now a bookshelf with 250 books on it. So
wow,
not
cool.
Quite enough to fill the whole thing. I would need some more to fill up this top one, but I probably am going to take some of these out of here anyway and throw some of those knickknacks like Dub's got in it. But yeah, those are cool, man. I love it.
And the great thing about that is there's not one book on that shelf read by Curtis, guaranteed.
Exactly. Don't have to read them. So
yeah.
Awesome. I did want to I took this thing down. All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a second while I pull something up.
Oh crap! He wants us to talk again.
Yeah, I'm gonna take myself off screen and make it a little.
There we go. Bitch.
So
I've
Joe,
just been here looking at clearance toys.
Okay, cool. You're looking at clearance toys, Dusty. What are you doing this Labor Day weekend? You got anything fun lined up?
I got to mow 3 acres of grass.
Okay, that's not fun.
No.
I was gonna say, how do you define fun?
Well, I mean, something that when you ask somebody a question, they don't go like this.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound like. I mean, that gave it away. You didn't even have to say anything. All right, we'll let you
my son and I are going to go to the gun range tomorrow.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
See, I can see where that would be fun.
Means you have the weekend off, don't you? You said you had the holiday weekend off?
No, my bosses.
I thought you said you had some time off. My boss.
No. Just my normal days. I do have the holiday off, but I don't know if I'll be doing anything special for it.
Well, speaking
I'm just going to recover.
Speaking moistly, I was taking the dog camping actually tomorrow. That's going to be fun.
Right on.
What kind of dog you got? That's what I want to know. What about you, Oz? You do anything?
A camping dog.
Well, tomorrow I think I may be rolling to Eternia Dreams. So that's always a fun trip. Anytime I can head over there, check out, see what Alan's got.
Alan's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. I am really privileged that I live so close to his shop, and
absolutely.
Then he's in September, he's opening up another storefront down in Frederick. So it's going to be a little bit further away. Now,
Wait. Was Curtis casting a spell just now?
I know, I saw that.
There was like a little gnat flying around or something.
Pull some Harry Potter shit over there.
Some Tronus thing.
Curtis Potter.
We use my X-Acto knife as a wand.
But yeah, I'll be doing that, and then Sunday I'm going to be heading over to my buddy Corey's house. Just hanging out over there and probably crashing out for the night. We're gonna watch the new episode of Alien Earth and whatever other new show it is that we've been watching. I can't even think of it now.
That's awesome.
What's your Curtis? Besides, I know you got some stuff lined up like Mod Squad, but do you have anything?
It's all YouTube all the time, man. So Yeah, tomorrow morning, I'll definitely be watching Mod Squad. There, sometimes they'll ask me to hop on, so I may hop on with them if they decide to do that. I've got triple jointed tomorrow with Greg and Mark. I'm doing a recording with Chris Ferrone tomorrow afternoon. Should drop my next travel toy video for members tomorrow, Sunday for normies. Tomorrow night we got PGG with Ricky. If you don't know Ricky's Van's dad. He's fucking awesome. So that'll be fun. Sunday we've got Marty Max on Shooting the Shelf. Also be doing some customizing studio Sunday afternoon. And then Monday we're going to be doing something. I don't know what we're doing, but Jesse, myself, Stacy, and Tanya are going to be doing something Monday. Just don't know what yet. So busy YouTube thing. Did want to pull this up. This is what I was looking for. We talked about this earlier. This YouTube channel. We've actually got an extra like 4 subscribers since we talked about it this afternoon. But this is Low Fidelity. If you look up at low_fidelity_customs on YouTube, he just started his YouTube channel not too long ago. He's only got like 9 videos. Oh, it says 21 videos, but I only see 9 on here. So maybe there's some stuff that's just not listed or something. But relatively new channel. I love this dude. First off, his customs are great. He does a lot of like turbo dork, like color shift paints and metallics and stuff that are just phenomenal. But his YouTube content is so good because his brain is a mess, right? Like he like very just all over the place. And he's got this chaotic energy to all of his videos that I absolutely love. You add the fact that he's from New York and he uses like the F word as like a punctuation, so it's just riddled throughout, and it's just, I don't know, it's my kind of stuff. I absolutely love it. It's not like he's cursing in like he's angry. It's just part of his vocabulary, right? But yeah, he's got one toy hunt video here from a few days ago that was really good. Looks like he just dropped one a little bit ago. Random moments from the day on the boardwalk. Really cool YouTube account. Check it out. His Instagram is also awesome. We were talking about that earlier. He shows off a lot of his customs, and then he does this little like thing where he will hand figures to his daughter. I would say she's probably like 14, 15. He'll hand figures to her, and then she has to make a story for that character, right? Sometimes it's just Mythic Legion figures he's pulled right out of the box. Sometimes they're customs. And so she'll take a look at a character, and just based on the way the character looks, she will create a story on the spot, and they're fucking hilarious. They are so good. She did one, I was telling Blake earlier, she did one for Necronominus, and it was fantastic. She said that his nickname is actually Georgie. And although he looks like a scary guy, he's really not scary. He's pretty normal guy. So there was one that he had handed her, I think it was a custom that he had done, and it like was like bare chested, like bare arms and legs and stuff. And she's like, I don't even know where I should hold this thing. Just the fact he's having a lot of fun with the toy line. He's having fun with his family, and doing some content that I think is fantastic. So check it out. Maybe it's your cup of tea, maybe it's not. I know I was watching one of his videos, and he was actually doing some of the turbo dork. It was this one here, the Xenashift paints, and he goes, this is one where I'm going to be talking about the turbo dork paints, which is probably the only reason why anybody watches this channel. And I was like, while that's cool, and it is the thing that he is like good at as far as like his craft and stuff, he's fantastic with it. That is not why I watch his channel. I watch his channel because the chaotic energy reminds me of everything going on in my brain, but seeing it on a screen. The shit that I would edit out of my videos is everything in his video. And it's just awesome. So yeah, check it out, and give him a follow. So yeah, good stuff. Yes, like a lot of us. So yeah, good stuff. There was one where he's like, I'm watching it. Was it this morning? No, yesterday morning I'm watching it. He's like, I didn't have I didn't plan an end for this video. And then that was it. That was the way the video ended. I was like, that is fucking gold, man. He's just like, you know, a lot of folks would stop the video and go and think of some way to end it and come back. And, you know, he's just like, nope, this here, what you see is what you get. That's what it is. So, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, that's all I got. Unless you guys want to do something else, and we don't have to go, but I don't have anything.
I gotta go. Man. I gotta go to bed.
Dusty's got to go work his bouncing job. So, yeah.
Dusty's got a lot going on tomorrow. He's got a lot of what the yard to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Reminded me of Dusty as that kid from that video. He's like,
Bye, Dusty.
yeah,
see you
gotta
later,
go pick
man.
up some sticks. Water the grass.
I mean, I can pull up a wish book and we can look at 1998 if we want to, or we
Jesus, I'll go to bed if you do that. So
I think.
I mean, we can do whatever you want, or we can close out the show. What do you guys want to do?
I think closing out the show would be good. It's about time I go out there and get my nicotine on.
Yeah, Oz was getting ready to go black on the screen. So
Caffeine,
Black out.
nicotine, baby.
It's gonna be gonna look like
Oops.
Oz's screen's going to look like trying to find a parking spot outside Comiskey Park in Chicago at a night game.
I would say if you watch Oz's show on Saturday, if you watch Oz's Clubhouse, Oz is probably the person that is on the screen the least amount of time compared to everybody else that shows up. It's his own show, and he's probably on screen the smallest percentage of anybody else that's a regular on the show.
Or he's on there, you just can't see him.
Exactly. He's on there, but he's not on there.
I'm omnipotent.
Yeah.
He's Oz Noir.
Yeah.
All you can see is the glow of the cherry of my cigarette.
On the 24-hour stream, he was on there quite a bit because at one point he was just sitting outside. Like, weren't you like in your garage at one point?
Yeah, so outside, it's not really a garage, it's a carport.
Okay.
And so like living at my aunt and uncle's house for years, I'd go outside and have a smoke, but like there's nowhere outside that I can really sit and be protected from the elements.
Mm-hmm.
And we were tossing my grandfather's old recliner, like things done, like it was broken years ago. It's been sitting up in the attic, so we got it down and we got it out of the attic, and we didn't want it to just get like rained on before like bulk trash could come pick it up or whatever, so we had it sitting in the carport. I went outside and it was raining, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go sit in the recliner and have a smoke. And since then it's become my smoking chair outside.
Nice.
And it's sitting in a carport, so I'm protected by 2.5 walls and a roof. So, you know, it doesn't protect me from the extreme colds or anything, although I have thought about putting like a good wood burning stove in there and you know, kind of like just feeding it some fuel throughout the winter. But really, honestly, anything that can keep me from sitting, like right now when the weather's great and it's nice and cool out, I will sit outside for like 7 hours straight, just chilling and having a smoke in between. So
well, I did, before we close out, I did forget during pickups to show this because I picked up some travel toys this week. A couple of them I haven't posted the videos yet, so I don't want to show those, but one of them I have posted it for, and a lot of people have seen it. So this is fashion plates, which is fucking awesome. So it's got a little strap here, you open that up, and then this thing opens in half, and you've got this thing over on this side that you put the plates in, you put the paper in, and so the plates are like this one here. So this is this lady there. She's got like looks like a sweater on, right?
I think she's casting a spell.
She might be casting a spell. So so that's like an upper body, and then you've got like the lower part that you've got, like this is like a dress one, but then there's ones with like skirts and shorts and
This is
pants.
like the creature creator kind of
It
thing.
is. So I never had or even knew of the creature creator when I was a kid. But my sister had this thing, had the older version. This is the newer version. She had the older version of this. And then my parents would go bowling a lot. and they would drop us off in the nursery at the bowling alley, and they had one of these. And so, yeah, you put those plates in, and then you put a piece of paper over it, and then it's got this like thing here with a black crayon in it, and you kind of rub over that plate, and it makes an etching of that character on the piece of paper. And then from there, you can just color it in. So you can kind of create. It's almost like I kind of wish that Dusty was still here, because it's kind of like a coloring book, but like you can decide like what the image is that you're going to color by creating all these different options. So you've got a bunch of different head options and torso options and leg options and stuff. And so I never knew of the creature creator one. I didn't know that there was like I guess a boys version of this. This is all I ever knew. And so I'm doing my travel toy video the other day. I couldn't find an action figure that I needed, couldn't find an action figure I wanted. And then I saw this thing. I was like, you know what? That sounds like fun. I'm going to get it. And it was a blast. So I really enjoyed it. My daughter came over today and she colored one. I think Darla's planning on doing some. So that was a little travel toy video. So if you haven't seen that yet, it is up on the channel. But yeah, that was fun.
That's cool.
I'm
nice.
A fashionista. Yeah. So I guess that's it. That, folks, is how you shut down a show.
We didn't plan an ending, if you were right.
Yeah. Also, it's just all the show just ends.
Yeah, I didn't plan an ending for this. Hey Oz, what can you do with it?
You could totally put your weed in there, man.
Nobody can mess with my fashion skills.